Another time again, another visit, another situation. Just, oh my God. If I was in Nigeria, this is a donkey.
Okay. So Alex, how you going today?
Okay, already.
Okay, good. Everything is good. We're glad you're looking. Okay, so Alex, gonna put you on mute because we're getting the feedback from you. Once again, Mr. Woods, Mr. Philip E.P. Woods II, I want to say a very warm welcome to you on our platform, the Top FM 105.3, live from the city of Zwedru, Grand Gedeh County, southeast of southeastern Liberia. We are live on the internet, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, and we are also live on our website, www.topfm.com. I want to give you a quick rundown of what we do here. So today we're going to play host to you for now up to 10:30 Liberia's time. That will be at about 6:30 our time here. And then we will take our leave of you. In the meantime, we look forward to a very, very engaging conversation. Please be informed that we do have a very huge panelist pool. So they will be coming in as we speak. And as they come in, we'll introduce them to you. The show is going to run for at least an hour. And then in between there, we break and we go to the lines. We take phone calls and we have our listener participate into the show by calling, either making a comment or asking you questions. And then we come back after that and have you respond to our callers. We call that callers response. And then after that, we go into the end of the program with you. So that's just a rundown. And so I'm going to go around the table, but introducing ourselves. And then we'll come to you. Well, we'll give it to Mr. Fred, the veteran Smith. Either he's going to introduce you or you're going to introduce yourself. But let me start by saying, once again, my name is Archie Wright, and I will be your host for the night. And welcome to our program, I Beg to Differ. We may agree with everything you say, but we reserve the right to differ with you. We want to let you know that. Having said that, let me go to our producer, Mr. Alex D. Wulu, to introduce himself. Mr. Wulu, please introduce yourself to our guests.
All right, so my name is Alexander Doewulu. I'm the producer for this show, I Beg to Differ. Mr. Fede would like to say welcome to this program. And we hope that this will not be the first in the life. I will always see you on the show anytime I will call upon you. So you are highly welcome. Take this to be your home and feel free.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Wulu. That's a very warm and very welcoming message to our guests. Let's give it now to the veteran Smith to introduce himself, and then we'll get the program rolling. But before we do that, Mr., I just want to say to all our guests that are listeners that are joining us now, please, just like you did yesterday, man, we want to keep that tradition going. As you come, I see you guys rolling in and jumping in like crap. I see Lucas, Lawson, Tilly, and many of you coming in. Please continue to share, like, and comment like you're doing now. We appreciate you. You did it yesterday. We're going to do it again. We had a great time yesterday. Let's do it again today. We love that we'll be flowing with you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being part of it. Veteran Smith?
My name is Fred, Veteran Smith, or sometimes my real name, Fred Smith. But when you spend too much time in the media, then they give you a title. So sometimes you have to accept it. So I don't need any too much of introduction, just to say I've been in the business of communication and it's my opportunity or will to give back to the next generation to continue where other people have given me. And so that's why I'm here on I Beg to Differ and playing a role. And so, and today is a historical role. Mr. Fede E. Woods. I mean, make sure I get your name correctly. Mr. Fede E.P. Woods, the second. And it's very important in our work that we try to do that if you don't do anything, make sure you get a person name spelled correctly and pronounced correctly. And so I want to do that. But today is a historical day, the first of its kind that you are part of us. Today is our birthday. Top FM 105.3 birthday. And so others might be celebrating today, but we're having you to give safety information that is might be relevant to us on the road and different aspects of our society. So it's been 11 years Top FM been in existence. And so today is our birthday. And also it's the birthday of the CEO. I just wanted to get that also. Otherwise, he would be here talking about it too, but they're all celebrating the birthday. So two things on one day, the birthday of the CEO, Sekou Kuroma, and then 11 years for Top FM. So I just wanted to say that. So your being here today is very historical for the first time. I just wanted to say that and get it out of my chest. So we are privileged to have Mr. E.P. Woods, the second leading advocate for road safety in Liberia. And he's the founder of the National Safety Partnership of Liberia, NAPAC, INC. And he's the CEO of WOGI Holding Liberian INC. And so we'll be discussing the topic of vehicular accident in Liberia and how citizens can help to prevent or reduce it. So this will be our focus today. So welcome to Top FM 105.3 I Beg to Differ. So let me go right back to Mr. Archie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
So maybe you want to introduce yourself to the guest, or we start the show right away.
No, you go ahead. Start the show. You were supposed to introduce him.
Okay. Okay.
Start a question with him. Yeah.
So, Mr. Wood, I have done some part, but you do yourself justice and tell everything that I left off that would be relevant to our discussion in terms of who are you and who and your organization existing.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Freddie and Archie and the team. I appreciate your effort. One thing I say to Liberians nowadays that Liberia is going to be better, and one of the reasons why I believe it's going to be better is because we have a proliferation of media. It might not all be doing great, but the fact that they are allowing Liberians to voice out their voices, their thoughts, and what they think about this country, I think is going to all contribute to a better Liberia. Because without information dissemination, development, progress are all stalled. As long as people's voices can be heard, definitely we'll find solution to those voices. So I want to say thanks for you guys, for the media, and also for not focusing on Monrovia, but you are focusing outside of Monrovia, focusing in Grand GEDEH, rather than focusing in Grand GEDEH with your platform is one of the most commendable things we can think about in the media landscape of Liberia. Everybody want to be in Monrovia. I also share the opinion that Monrovia is not Liberia, so I appreciate you guys for focusing in Grand GEDEH. Okay, so my name is Philip Woods. I'm a Liberian. I turned 60 in November, and 17 years ago, for a very long time, I have been involved in the construction industry in Liberia. I'm an interior designer by career, and that's what I have been doing all along until 2007 when we had a new, maybe what I would call the Second Republic, having a free and fair election and had a democratically elected government. And I thought it was an opportunity for us to correct all the wrongs. So, and being one of those that supported the government at the time during the electoral period, I saw the what you call it, this new form of transportation that erupted after the Civil War, motorcycle transportation. It happened right in my presence. I saw it coming from how you call it, a bicycle ride thing, transforming into a national transportation. Um, because the way it started was the children were, renting the motorcycle, taking short rides. But right after the war, we saw the significance of motorcycle, transporting people now from the main road to the houses. Then we look to start going cross country, and the proliferation of accidents started to, started being alarming. So at that time, there were many calls. Some are calling that we should stop the importation of motorcycle and all that kind of stuff. And I was involved in civil society as the Secretary General of the Liberian Business Association at that time. So I was in many of this environment that these calls were being made. So, and I was a passionate motorcyclist. I learned how to ride motorcycle just like the Porsche you see riding today in the backyard. So uh, I thought it wise to get involved. And since 2008, I've been in this business of advocating for road safety. As we go we dive deeper into the program, I will give you guys more insight as to how, where we started from and to where we are today. So I want to tell you thanks for the opportunity. And by career, I am an entrepreneur and a businessman. I have not worked for government. I have not really worked for any public corporation. I have always been self-employed. So I take what I'm doing to be a business, and I take what I'm doing to be a give back to Liberia.
Thank you very much. Before going into questioning, let me introduce some of our guests to our our panelists, to our guests. So we start from George Nemo, and then we go to the name is so small, my eyes, but we'll go to the next panelist. Let's start with panelist Nemo.
Okay, the next panelist is J.M. Cassell.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Good evening, panelists, and good evening, our guest, Mr. Philip E.P. Woods II.
Yes, sir.
I'm George Numbo. I'm one of the panelists here. And nice taking your time to be on our show. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mr. Cassell, Joe Cassell. Introduce yourself and.
My name is Joe Cassell. I'm a business owner here in Nevada, and I think I told Fred before we're like 3 hours behind you guys. But anyway, Mr. Woods, it's a pleasure having you on. I see you play a mission critical role in the safety, in the Department of Safety, in the safety environment in Liberia. So it's a pleasure having you on.
Thank you very much, sir.
Fred.
Fred, you're muted. Okay. This is crazy. Oh man. Why is he struggling to mute himself? Fred, I mean you gotta go out and come back in. Go out and come back in, Fred. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it for you, saying you're struggling to do that. So let me start the program with you. Mr. Philip Woods, the second. Talk to us about give us an overview of what the driving condition looks like in Liberia, and what can you tell the listening public now about the challenges and some of the solutions that have been brought to the scene. We all know what we're seeing horrible accidents in Liberia. One of my own cousin was ran over by the UN truck. I think you saw that terrible accident when one of the police officers were killed. That police officer is my own little cousin. Wow. I don't know the thing about it. Yeah. And you saw people caught between the tire burning live. It's the horrible thing. It blows my mind all the time when I think about it. But talk to us about, what driving like in Liberia and how the whole process is like, if you like.
Okay, so currently I'm not in Liberia. I've been out of Liberia, but I work daily in Liberia. I have a full-fledged office in Liberia, and I've established chapters of these programs around Liberia, Grand GEDEH, especially in the southeast, Olofa, and but we are heavily involved in Montserrat County. So we all know what driving in Monrovia look like. It's terrible. On a daily basis, lives are being lost. People get injured. And worse of it, they don't get redress. Burdens are put on families. Families are constrained to take care of the liabilities that have been created by other people. It's all because of the entire traffic infrastructure, the court system, and the rest of it. So what we as an organization, first when we started off, let me backtrack a little bit. When we started off in 2008, we got involved to establish a motorcycle safety training program. So the first thing we had to do was to do an assessment, because the way the motorcycle thing started, it started in Monrovia and it started extending to the rural part of Liberia. Because before motorcycle got in the picture, accident wasn't as widely spread like it is since the introduction of commercial motorcycling in Liberia. Excuse me. So, that's how we came to being, to establish a motorcycle safety training program. But I wasn't a trained motorcyclist. I was just a passionate motorcyclist. So what I was depending on to run this program was the police. So the first thing I did was to write the police director at the time, Mona Sie, to ask her for us to partner with the LMP, the veteran LMP officers that was, in a motorcade and what have you. So her response was positive. She referred me to the guy who was responsible for operations, but the operation and all the other departments in the police were not responsive, So all efforts that I made to get the program off the ground was not positive. So what I decided to do was to extend to overseas, get in touch with the Americans. Doing my research, I realized that the Americans were the ones that were coming to Liberia and training the Liberian National Police. And they were coming through an organization called the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. The U.S. government were hiring veterans from those programs and sending them to Liberia to do the training. So I got in touch with them, and then they asked me some basic questions. What kind of facility we had in Liberia that could accommodate the training? So the form they sent me, fill it up, and they told me to get in touch with some government institutions. All the government institutions I was asked to get in touch with, like the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Justice, I just couldn't get any of these institutions to respond to me positively. So because of my commitment, I have involved into this program. I had no other alternative but to come to the United States in 2010 to do a follow-up myself. But before coming to the United States, I did a 10-county tour to see for myself what the situation outside of Monrovia was like. And it was no different. We realized that the drivers had no respect for the police. The police and the drivers were always into a fight. Accident was just happening and there was no redress. People get wounded, they go home just, if they can heal themselves, they heal themselves. If they die at the end of the day, that's just it. And all sort of stuff. You know, the court system was not really involved. People were not getting redress. Insurance were not progressive and all sort of stuff. So I had no other alternative but to come to the States. So when I came to the States, I started to do follow-up, started doing follow-up with existing motorcycle organizations in the United States, and motorcycle organizations, the public safety organization in the United States, forming partnership, forming collaboration with them. So instead of me waiting to go back to Liberia before starting the ball rolling, I stayed in the United States and started the ball rolling. And it will surprise you to note that one of your staff, Miss Claudia Smith, she was the,
You know Claudia Smith?
yes, she was the magic hand of making all of this to work. And you'll be surprised. This lady, I didn't know her from nowhere. I just follow her on Facebook, follow her post those days, 2011. And I just took interest in her and I started trusting her. And I asked her, I said, look, I want to do this program in Liberia, but I need to do X, Y, and Z. And it was through Claudia I was able to establish NASAPA. It was through Claudia I was able to establish WOJES. And I say this to say that if you check the article of incorporation, her name is mentioned in it to show you how committed she was into this endeavor. So this is where we started from to get to where we are. To get to where we are, maybe your next question we can elaborate further as to what we have been doing since we got funded and got fully established in Liberia, some of the achievements, some of the progress we have made across Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Phillip. For me, I'd like to lay back and let the panelists come at you. So yes, we're going to go around the table and do 2 questions each, fellow panelists. Mr. Veteran Smith, you're back, so that gets you 2 questions to Mr. Phillips.
Yes, and we already started. Take us through your journey and the challenges, your achievement, and where you are now and where you need to go. And then maybe my second question will come.
Thank you very much. So the first thing will sound like a disappointment, but I wouldn't consider it a disappointment because I consider it as a challenge. Liberians, we don't easily support things that are very vital to ourselves, very important to ourselves. And I say this to say that road accident is something that have affected every one of us. I have 4 children. Each of my 4 children have been victim of road accident, motorcycle especially, so to speak. And one of the reasons why I took seriousness in this is because when I was in Liberia, my 5 years old son, I had a very huge motorcycle, a 1,000cc motorcycle that I used to ride. So I come and pack my bag and my son would be asking me for the key at the age of 5. So I started to have a second thought. I said, this guy is asking me for the key at this age. His brothers are already stealing my bike in my absence when I around, and there is so much risk. So tell me what's gonna happen in the next 5 years when he's 10 years old. And besides that, I look at other people children around and see what's happening to them. I say, I think since God had lied on my heart to get involved with this motorcycle safety program, I think I should devote my time into getting it started. So the first thing I did was to go to the Ministry of Transport and ask the director for a motor vehicle or one of those directors there for a vehicle or the Liberia transport policy to give me an insight as to where to start from to get this program going. So I went there, spoke with this guy, and before then, I wrote all the motorcycle organizations that were in Liberia at the time, LMTU, Genuine Transport Union, writing them, asking them that we need to collaborate to have a training program. But I don't know what spirit I took to these people when I talked to them. Some thought I came from the United States. According to them, I didn't know this until I spoke to a minister in government. So anyway, when I got to the Ministry of Transport, I asked the director for the transport regulation or transport policy for Liberia. So then he asked me to come the next day. The next day when I came, but while in conversation, I was telling him my ideas, what I think we can do to get this thing better and blah, blah, blah. And what have you. Then he asked me, he said, who are your partners? I didn't have a partner. When I established a business or a sole proprietorship or just a school, then I said, I don't have a partner. He said, Mr. Woods, I'm sorry to say that we cannot operate with you based on your ideas, because your idea is not a simple idea, and we don't want to do business with you. Then we look tomorrow, your partners come and become a confusion. I said, I don't have a partner. The man refused. He said he could not give me the document I asked him for. Anyway, I left that, and I wrote the assistant minister for transport at that time was Miller Katakai. And I explained to him my ideas, what I think we could do, and what have you. So he invited me for an audience. But before going there, I had several meetings with a different motorcycle union, like I said. So I sat with the minister and started to narrate to him my idea as to how we can improve the motorcycle safety sector of Liberia. He said, wait a minute. I wanted you the guy that he told me came from America. I want to take the motorcyclists, what the word he used? You want to cut that throat, or you want to take them from business? Yeah, something like that. I said, no, I'm not from America. I'm from right here. He said, yeah, they came here and they said one guy came from America, explained the same thing you just explained to me, that you came and you want to take them from business. He said, but what I would do is I would ask them to have an audience with you in my office. But anyway, fast forward, that didn't happen. So a friend of mine, may so rest in peace, told me, Philip, you have a great idea. You have an American visa in your pocket. Go to the United States, do what you can do, come back to Liberia and see how you can help us resolve this problem. So that's how I came to the States. So when I came to the States, I didn't waste no time. I had done a lot of research on the different motorcycle organizations, even including the Department of Transportation in the United States. So I got all the contacts of these different institutions, and I came to the States. And immediately when I came, I didn't waste no time. I started to pursue them. So fortunately for me, in 2011, I was able to write one of the executive or the staff, one of the director at the Department of Transportation. So when I sent him an email explaining Liberia's situation, that I needed help, I needed resources, material resources to help, he got touched by my email, which I will share with you guys. Then he started to respond to me, and this guy was kind enough to have given me all the full contacts of the United States. Go to the mail webs, you can get information from this group. Go to the other side, information I couldn't get from Liberia, I was able to get them from the United States. And all the information made me to be who I am in America today, that I'm fully connected with almost all the public safety institutions across the United States. And I have established a relationship. Many of them are willing to work with us in Liberia to get Liberia to be a safety compliance country.
So my second question is almost like the first. Well, your journey is very interesting that you're in the United States. But looking at Liberia, what are the challenges in terms of areas that we need to work more on, or your organization have worked on, have helped the awareness campaign and have changed it, and where we still need to go?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. What we need most is one of the opportunities you just afforded us to be able to speak to the public. We need this kind of opportunity to be able to speak to our people, because one of the things we discovered in our survey was lack of information dissemination. Typical example, you have the vehicle and traffic laws of Liberia. If you go out there, 9 out of 10, they have not seen it, and they cannot even quote a voice or a word from the vehicle and traffic laws of Liberia. They have a motorcycle regulation, 9 out of 10, they have not seen it, and being established since 2008. Our organization was established May 2008. The motorcycle regulation of Liberia was formulated in August of 2008. If you go on the street today and ask motorcyclists, and we are focusing on motorcyclists more than other road users because they are the more vulnerable group of people. And our organization concentration is the motorcycle sector, because the reason why we focus on them is that they are all over the country. They are the more vulnerable. And if you want anything disseminated in Liberia, if you can work with a motorcyclist, you can easily get it disseminated. So that's why NASAPA is focused on the motorcycle safety sector of Liberia. So the sad thing, like I said, is lack of information dissemination. Government regulation, government policies are not disseminated. So that's one of the major challenges. But the media is one of the best partners we can have in this process. Since we started this, we've been reaching out to the media. We have been able to form partnership. Some are verbal with mainline institutions like the Daily Observer, Front Page Africa. And I know the next will be in line will be your institution, because we appreciate what you have just done for us to let our voice to be heard. This is what we need. Now we need support. We need partnership to get this thing going, because road safety, public safety is not one person business, everybody business. It's not even the government alone business. The citizens got a role to play. And that is one of the major main awareness I want to create, to alert Liberians that we cannot wait for government to do everything. We ourselves as citizens has to be involved. So that's why we formed NASAPA, to be on a mission towards getting people stimulated to get involved in taking what belongs, what should matter to us, our own safety, our own survival. Thank you.
All right, so let's go to, first of all, I don't like the fact that we got two ego people on the show. I just seen your sweater.
Oh, I had it. Oh, call it the ego.
You got George Dubaway hot on, and then you wearing. This is not fair, but it's okay.
I know.
Let's go to Mr. Jim Cassell. Mr. Cassell, your two questions, please.
So what's the current status, Mr. Woods, of your relationship, of your organization relationship with the government currently?
Honestly, we don't have
Have they been receptive?
No, I wouldn't say no, but we don't have any formal partnership with any government-related institution. What we have been doing as citizens is to do what is incumbent upon us to help the government. So we have been creating awareness. Anything that government started, we get involved with it, and we do what we have to do. But we have written several government institutions. It's a tradition in Liberia that government institutions don't easily respond to ordinary people, but we are not discouraged about that. We are more concerned about doing what we think is right. If the government does anything right, we commend them, we buttress that effort, For instance, during the election with the NEC, we collaborated with the NEC to go out there on our own, financing our own, spreading, go and get registered. We funded our own program. We send people out in Grand GEDEH. We send people out to River G. We send people out to Maryland. We send people out to Grand Crew County. And when I say send people out, I'm not just saying it. There are pictures, there are video evidence to prove all these initiatives were sponsored by us 100%.
So you pretty much run an NGO. Is that the right designation?
Yes, we have a nonprofit organization. The National Safety Partnership is a nonprofit organization, 100% funded by us ourselves.
Okay, working with the motorcyclists, I know there's a lot of headache that comes with that. So tell us some of the challenges that you see on the ground, and of course, I'm sure there are successes that you like to name. So go ahead.
Okay, so like I said earlier, we have a history in Liberia where when you come up with ideas, some people think your ideas is to sideline them. So the first thing they do, they try to avoid you. They keep you at a distance. For me, as the founder of this institution, lived in Liberia 45 years, dealt with Liberians, so I know how we think. So steering the affairs of NASAPA, I just go ahead and continue to do what is right. I work with this institution directly and indirectly. So among all the motorcycle organizations in Liberia, 2 years ago, we formed a written partnership collaboration with one of the two major organizations called NAFONTA. And that collaboration has not really picked up from the ground because since the election, there have been a lot of pulling here and there and what have you, change of leadership in these organizations. But we got chat rooms that we're working, but collectively from our end, we just do what we can do, get involved, creating public safety awareness. We'll go in the street and, talk about safety. Whenever there's an event, there is a rally like you had the last time they had the last rally we participated. No, one of the rally we participated in was the Say No to Drugs rally. We were part of that. We sponsor ourselves into that exercise sometime in December because public safety is economic concern are all involved in it, on employment and what have you. So recently in December, January, there was another group called Patel. They started an awareness program, raised a petition to take to the national legislature. We signed a solidarity pact with them. We participated with them. We went to the Capitol building. We presented a petition to a national legislature for liberalization to hold. So those are some of the community activities we get involved in. But one of the programs that we have been doing we developed a program. Sorry, I didn't say this to you guys. We developed 17 different programs, civil programs, 17 programs to participate in public safety responsibilities. Sorry, I didn't say that to you. So one of the groups we developed is called Popcorn for Education, Play to Learn. It's a play to learn program for elementary students. And the way the program goes is we go to schools and we teach the elementary division about who the police officer is, the duty and function of the police officer. And the reason why we developed this program is because these kids are growing up and all they see is violence. They see people in the street fighting police officers and what have you. Excuse me. So we want them growing to know that the police officer is not out there to fight, but the police officer is out there to be a law enforcement officer, and the police officer is their best friend. Okay? So we have that program. Then we also have a program with the retired police officers, all the police officers that the government retire. We incorporated them into a program called, a crossing guard program. And we form a program in memorial of police officer that used to be in the Valentine era called Sergeant Alfred Bole. He was a decent traffic officer. Before he died in 2017, He was recognized by a lot of, institutions across Liberia. So we formed a partnership with him to establish a crossing guard in his memorial while he was alive, called the Sergeant Alfred Bole Crossing Guard Program. In that program, we incorporated all the former police officers that were retired. And this program is, I will send you guys a picture. I'm sorry that I didn't do this before the program. So these are the different programs we are into. Service program to teach the children about good governance, what you call uh, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got caught up. Yeah, so these are some of the programs that we are involving at the National Safety Partnership of Liberia.
Always
We
come back
developed
to it
17.
later.
Come again?
You can always come back to it later.
Yeah, we'll come back to it later. Yeah. So we got 17 programs that we developed with different responsibilities, focusing on different age groups, and different events, because we realize that the young people in Liberia lacks activities. The only activities you get from them, go and drink, the wild music, boyfriend, girlfriend, and all the kind of things. And they are not good. Not everything they do is good moral. So we develop a lot of good moral program to be able to incorporate all these different guys from the motorcycle community, from the community, to get involved through partnership. So this way we can all be able to be informed about government regulations. We have a wide range of platform, messenger chat room and WhatsApp chat room around the 15 counties. We divided Liberia into three regions, region 1, 2, and 3, 5 counties in each. And the motorcycle group in those areas, we put them into different sectors. And our chat rooms are very occupied and very busy. Whenever anything happens in Monserrato, everybody around Liberia get to know from our chat room. Our coordinators are very effective. The moment they see anything new about accident, boom, it's all over the country. So we want to serve as an information dissemination channel through the National Safety Partnership as we speak.
Okay. Mr. Woods.
Yes, sir.
You don't mind spending a little more time with us, right?
No, not at all.
7:30 is okay?
No problem.
Okay, good. Because I just got pushed back on something, so I'll just bring you in for that time. So let's go to Mr. Numia. 2 questions, please. Mr. Nuba, you're muted.
Thank you, Mr. Woods. That's a hard job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one of the things we don't have in Liberia is record keeping. Can your organization tell me how many motorbike accidents we had in Monrovia in 2025? How many deaths? And no, in Monrovia, okay. And let's say it's Red Root or Harper, those places. Because if you do all the training here without record, to me, it would be meaningless. So I want the statistics.
Okay, so here we are. Let me just clarify this. We are not in the business of collecting data right now because we are not equipped, but we are preparing ourselves. If you go to our website, I want to say it's under construction, but we are developing it. We are adding all the pedigrees that we need. You see, National Safety Partnership, I don't want to say that we are the best, but we want to be the first Liberian organization that will be folded, loaded with everything when it comes to safety. The question you just asked me, in the next few months, or maybe in the next 1 year, we will be able to provide those kind of information when we get the cooperation with the 15 counties as we are trying to.
Let us not go away with to how to.
Well,
Mr.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Mr.
we have started to form partnership with all the community radios around Liberia. We reach out to them. We try to do it through their mother organization, because one of the first things that I learned in public safety is partnership. You can only have an effective public safety organization when you can involve partnership.
Okay. Question number 2.
Mr. Numbo,
Yes.
your question you asked, there is an answer. The National Police Force do have statistics, and I got it.
No. I'm asking him, his organization. His
Yeah.
organization, if the police has the information, his organization should have made effort to obtain the organization or the information. Now, question number 2. He started around 2010, 2011. How many cyclists you have trained? Or you don't have a record of that either?
So maybe you got in a little bit late. So let me go back a little bit. We have not had a formal training of any motorcyclist or car driver. We initially started as a training organization, but we could not continue because the requisite logistics needed to form a training program, Liberia was lacking it. Liberia never had a curriculum. Liberia still don't have a motorcycle curriculum. Liberia just got a driver's school education curriculum for the first time. It was just launched at the end of the George Weah regime. That was sponsored by the World Bank. So it is today now Liberia have it. So if you ask me what we are doing as an organization, I can be able to tell you what the government produced. We are already receiving the GEDEH copies. We are transforming them into workable materials. And the workable materials we are producing, we are trying to see the possibility of working with the Driving School Association of Liberia. So instead of everybody across Liberia having their own pamphlet like it was before, the material that we want to produce or we are producing, we want to see all the driving schools in Liberia using that one material. And if they reduce that one material, we are setting up a platform. That platform, if the police or the government can collaborate with us, it will be able to capture everybody that went through a driver's training program, everybody that went through a driver evaluation, they are pass or fail, those data, we will be able to provide it to the government. We are working on that program now as we speak. Now we can do more work now going forward because for the first time, Liberia now has a curriculum. But we could not do much because Liberia never had a curriculum. But when we came to the States, we have formed a collaboration and partnership with institutions here. Everything I tell you here, you ask me a question, I will show you documentation. I don't want to just say, I got partnership, I got this with institution, and I can't show you proof. So in America, we have formed a partnership with America's leading motorcycle safety training institution called Total Control that is willing to come to Liberia to help us to train trainers. So that is a discussion we are planning to have with the government institutions concerned. If they accept it, we wrote the Ministry of Education, and the Ministry of Education told us one or two things to do first. So when we do that, we'll go back to the Ministry of Education, and after the Ministry of Education, we'll go to Justice, then to the police to see if the government will want to work with us to have the first set of trainers trained motorcycle trainers in Liberia. That's what we've been doing.
Okay. Mr. Lawson, I'm calling, I'm sorry, Mr. Woods. Sorry for that. I apologize.
That's okay.
Mr. Woods, this is what I want to make this plead. Because I thought I saw your girl here earlier. Claudia. She came on and she dropped. I don't know. Claudia, I hope you're listening, and please come back. Your buddy is on. We're here with Mr. Philip Woods. You didn't even tell me you own a business in Liberia. They just say you own a business in Liberia now. So you're a rich girl. Come here and share some of that dollars. Anyway.
And let me come in, Veteran Smith, the information you said you got from the police station, or if you can put it in a chat room, that would be good.
That's excellent. Yes. And so we're going to be able to go off of it too. That's good. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah. And Mr. Wood.
Somebody coming in?
Yeah, I was coming in.
All right. We're going to go back again. I just want to tell Mr. Woods, let's make the answer sustained, short, wait up. So we'll be able to do a quick round. That's what I want to say to Mr. Woods.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir, for your understanding. So let's go to Mr. Alex Wulu. Alex, got a question? We still got a good bit of time with the guests, so everybody's going to ask multiple questions.
Yeah, so I have one question for him.
Okay.
My questions have to do with, I was talking about the safety of the motorcyclists. What is it his own organization is doing in the process to help that motorcyclists who are in a constant habit of, riding back without helmet, the organization also encourage them so that they can use helmet to avoid head injury.
Okay. So several years back,
into an accident. What are you people doing to help in that process? Because with the organization, I'm before when on the street to talk to our helmet.
Okay. So I got your question right. Yeah. So time immemorial, in fact, Mr. Smith and myself were talking the other day, and then we went back to Radio LIB. When I came to the States, that was one of the institutions that I used to speak with on motorcycle safety, and I was telling him how we did produce a lot of jingles, a lot of radio jingles that used to be played on Radio EFBC and other radio stations, Avant Radio, and other radio stations around like Montserrat. I won't say Liberia, but around Montserrat. That was the best thing we could do. But to speak to the people about wearing helmet in Liberia, talking can't really solve the problem. What can solve the problem is the police, because I don't want to say the people are stubborn, but if you look in the motorcycle regulation that was developed in 2008 that I talked about earlier, the government were not serious. I said the government were not serious because the fines or the penalty that they prescribe in the law alone tell you that they were not serious. Because if you say you will fine somebody $100 for not wearing helmet, that means you're joking. Because who can pay $100 for a not wearing helmet fine? But the government will be more serious to make the people to wear helmet. If they say you don't wear helmet, you will pay 1,000 Liberian dollars as a fine. I won't talk about US dollar because I don't like to talk about government fining people in US dollars when they are not paying the people in US dollars across the country. So if you're charging a minimum fees for fines, for violation, they will think it's simple. They will pay it one time, two times, and they'll realize that, oh, I just lost $2,000 because 2 times I didn't abide by government regulation or wearing helmet, and I have spent $1,000. But if you talk to the people, they will just hear it and will just pass here. And this is something that people have said time immemorial. People have had workshops. People have had seminars. People had put radio jingles. People had done a lot of things. Family had told to that, that relatives will wear helmet, but they still don't listen. The only thing that can help people right now in Liberia to get them to abide by that rule that protect themselves is for the government to charge a minimum fine. Even if you say $500 Liberian dollar, the first time you violate, you are caught riding a motorcycle without a helmet, will fine you $500. They may go pay it. The next time $750. The third time $1,000. Every time it go up by $250. People will start to wear helmet in Liberia. By just telling them will not solve the problem. That's our recommendation to the government and to the public about promoting motorcycle safety helmet in Liberia. Find the people something reasonable and continue to go up. Every time they violate, then you will see people getting used to wearing helmet. People who are passengers that ride motorcycle is part of our transportation now. Passengers should learn to buy their own helmet, keep it at home. When they're going out, they use it and take it back with them at home. And depending on the motorcyclist to have a spare helmet on that motorcycle. That's my answer to your question.
Okay. Let's go back. First of all, I want to say thanks for sharing that information, Veteran Smith. I got to give it to the police. What I'm reading here is so professional, well put together. I mean, you read the reports here. It is so sustained. Beautiful written. I mean, they couldn't have done anything better.
Yes.
Go to the report, everything is captured right there. And so I will come to that. That will be my question in the second round when we come back. But let me go to Veteran Smith. Veteran Smith, your two questions, sir.
I just want to focus on your partnership, although you're not having a partnership with the police, but your organization collect important data and provide it, like how you the one give me that information for the police. And so when Mr. Numo asked you that question, I don't know why you couldn't relate or say something that your collaboration with the police have that information, because it's very crucial when you have different all 15 counties where accident happened, who got injured, all of that are very important, and that's part of your awareness campaign. I don't know why you forgot it, but that's why I interject to bring it to you. You the one give me that information that will put it on the chat when Mr. Wright gets on, so we can break it down county by county, what happened, so public can know. But that's the type of awareness. So my question to you, your awareness campaign is not only focusing on road, different aspect. Can you tell us the other awareness that you are part of?
Okay. So, like I said, public safety covers our everyday life. Everything that have to do with us falls under public safety. So we get involved with anything that the public need to be more informed about. Anything we see the government doing or anything that is happening in the community, we don't wait for the community or the public or the government to call our attention. Our organization is dedicated to spreading public safety awareness. So, like I said earlier, we were involved in the economic campaign of Patel, calling on the government, petitioning the government to to implement the liberalization policy. We got involved because we feel that our people or the Liberians are unemployed. And when they are unemployed, those are challenges. That's a public safety threat. Because when people are not employed, they get involved with all sorts of issues. Their children go out there stealing, their children go out there prostituting, and all sorts of things happen. So we think when the people are economically strong, their community will be strong. So we got involved with that. The NEC were having a 2023 elections. They were asking civil society to get involved, to go in the community to create the awareness for the community to get mobilized to go out there to vote, to register. We got involved. We executed several campaigns on our own. When the elections was executed, we also went and served as election observer. Nobody paid us. We underwrote the cost ourselves, to uniform our volunteers, transported them. We do all these things here all by ourselves. Those are public safety concerns. We go to schools, we go to elementary schools, and we create the awareness to educate the young children about the duty and function of the police officers. We go to schools, we teach them. After teaching them, we make with them, we share popcorn. The program, we name it Popcorn for Education. And the reason why we name it Popcorn for Education is that my American godmother was called Popcorn. Her nickname was Popcorn. She was a strong advocate for motorcycle safety awareness in the state of Pennsylvania. So I named that program after her. And all the police officers that have been retired, they ain't got no job. They are just vulnerable. Just sitting down home, some of them gone from doing prestigious state serving job to being watchman. We think is not a good sign for Liberia. So we adopted what you call a crossing guard program from the United States, crossing guard program. We wrote them and told them we wanted to use their operating procedure in Liberia to get the go ahead. So we took that program to Liberia. We wrote the police director, Dan Munassier, to, connect up with all the OO police officers. So all the OO police officers, we got in with us as a crossing guard team. We planning now to meet this current regime of the police to be able to see how we can partner for them to orientate them so we can assign them to the various schools around Monrovia and other places that need assistance. So those are some of the awareness, those are some of the community services that we are involved in.
I want you to focus on workplace safety. You don't touch on it, but that's one of the awareness you provide. What about workplace safety? And give us some the challenges and what you found out about workplace safety.
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges that around Liberia. You and I live in the States that we know what OSHA is all about. OSHA train people at work sites. So one of the challenges I've been having to have it fully instituted in Liberia is that I have not been fortunate to get a Liberian that live here that have had a training that can be able to help our folks on the ground to orientate them, to prepare them to be able to go out there to serve as advocates, to go to workplaces and what have you. So we have not done much in the workplace safety. But what we have been doing is that we've been doing, we did a lot of jingles. We do a lot of jingles, but we have not had the cooperation of a lot of media institutions to help to play these jingles for us. We have them, but we don't have the cooperation of media institutions around Liberia to play. When you reach out to them to say, oh, look, I want to have a partnership, let's do these programs. While we're doing this program, we all can be calling on our communities and, calling on donor communities to help us to help sponsor this program. To be honest with you, panelists, one person who believes Liberia got so much, but we just don't pay much attention to ourselves. We so believe in depending on outsiders, and outsiders have always failed us. All the international organizations that have come to Liberia, UN, OME, USAID, all these people come, they short-lived after a certain period of time. And our people have gotten so used to NGOs, that international NGOs that come and start dishing out things to them free. So when you come to them as a local NGO and say, let's collaborate to do X, Y, and Z, they tell you, my man, volunteerism, can I help me? Can I put food on my table? So everything that we do, public press releases, everything you see we put in the paper, we don't pay so much, but we have to pay something to just have them air or share. And because we don't have this full financial strength, We can't do much. We want to do the little we can afford to do. And when you talk about workplace safety, let me just touch on one of the safety that we have been concentrating on. We got what you call accident scene management. This is another form of road safety that we introduced into Liberia. What to do when accident happen. You know, that's one thing we have been fortunate to institute in Liberia. We haven't done much in that area, but we got a few nurses that we recruited. We connected them with our American associate to orientate them to be able to teach people as to what to do when accident happen. You know, just before I came on the show, the coordinator from Liberia called me, "Oh, Chief, what's going on? We haven't done anything much in recent time." And I just told her, I said, "Hold on." But there are so much we got developed, but we don't have the resources to implement. We have programs that involve even the office of the president to bring them to the table to allow us share road safety tips. And we introduced this in 2024. We have a game called the cornhole game. You guys in the States here will know it. The cornhole game is a backyard game. And we develop it in a way that you have the road sign on these games. So when we bring them to places where VIP are, they will see the stop sign, they will see the red light, they will see the yellow sign, the yellow light, and the green light. And we can better tell them, not because you are a minister or a government official, you should disrespect these road signs. Because if you disrespect these road signs, the younger generation out there see you doing it, obviously they're going to follow suit. So we have programs for the VIPs of Liberia to be able to pass our road safety message, or public safety messages across to them.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Mr. Cassell.
Yeah, Mr. Woods, I really appreciate your selfless passion, you know, for vehicular safety in Liberia.
Thank you.
But one thing I would like to say, I think Mr. Nubo asked you a very critical question, and you can use that. You can use that as a leverage. The industry I work in, they've got a saying: in the absence of data, it didn't happen. Even the man who was the creator of data science, a guy called W.H. Deming, he said it: in the absence of data, it's just an opinion. So when you meet these people, you know, potential partners, they will be asking you, they want so many different layers of data. You have to be ready to spit it out. So I would urge you to do that at some point. See if you can, you know, bring a data group that will be part of, you know, your experience in Liberia, or be part of your organization in Liberia. I noticed recently you praised the National Police Force about some unified national curriculum that they came up with. You seem to have been pretty excited about it, you know, reading what you said.
Yes.
Break that down for us. Those of us now on the ground, how it's going to have, what sort of impact it's going to have, you know, in the country.
I would say this is one of the best things ever happened in Liberia. The first one to ever happen in Liberia in this sector was when the government launched a curriculum for road safety. Road safety in Liberia, because we are the first organization to start road safety awareness in Liberia. We came and joined the UN Decade of Action for Road Safety in 2011, then before the government got involved. So when the government launched this program, I think it's the best, but there are few components that are missing. And if they can incorporate those few components that we listed in our press release, we didn't just list it there. We went beyond and contacted the Liberia Medical and Dental Association leadership and told them that, look, we want you to partner with the police, because there are 5 components of having or confirming a safe road in any country. 1, there should be one curriculum. Now we have one curriculum. So the police is now teaching all the driving school operators that one curriculum, the rules of the road. I have 3 participants in that workshop, so to speak. I'm sponsoring 3 persons to participate in that program. Then the next component there is vision test. Every driver needs to undergo a vision test.
Mm-hmm.
Then every driver needs to do a physical test because the man must be handicapped in a way that he cannot properly steer the car. But if he sees a doctor will be able to say, this man's physical condition can allow him to steer a car. Because I know people in this country that don't have limbs, but they can steer a car because they have certain mechanism added to their physical or load to enable them to drive. Then the 5th one is evaluation. The government don't have a justified evaluation of applicants. So our organization is working in developing a mechanism that can work along with the government for the government to be able to evaluate everybody to make sure they understand the rules of the road. So if this person cannot read or write, they will have to do an oral test. Our institution is also building that platform. We hope and pray that the government will accept to work with us. But even if they don't work with us, we will provide a platform to the Liberian people to see if they can make use of it. And the reason is if you teach someone in the classroom, ABC, after a few hours, you want to see whether the person really can record what you taught them. And the best way to do that is to go for evaluation. So we want to provide an internet platform where people who can read and write can go to the computer to see if they can properly identify the road signs to make a pass. Because the tendency of someone going in a room with somebody to get evaluated, I don't trust it. People will spend money and we'll still have some bad drivers on the road. Now, if we employ the 5 stages of our driver's lesson in Liberia, I can assure you that anybody that get a driver lesson in Liberia will be equipped and prepared to drive in the United States without going to take a driving test in America and failing. So that's why we're commending the police. And I hope they can take our recommendation. But like I said, I have already spoken with the president of the Medical and Dental Association of Liberia. The president agreed with me. She thinks it's a good idea. So she promised me that she's going to meet with the board and then discuss this with the board, and then we'll have the ball rolling. But we really want the media to help us to encourage the government to employ those remaining 3 components of our driver lesson evaluation process.
So let me just ask you a quick question. You're a businessman. And
Yes.
You didn't take a vow of poverty, like most of us do in the business arena. So what?
You say I didn't do what?
I said you didn't take a vow of poverty.
A vow of poverty?
Yeah, you didn't take that. There's nobody I know that took a vow of poverty, which means you will just forever be volunteering. So what is the business aspect that you see in this thing that you're doing? There has to be, unless you're not a monk.
No, that's a good question. So if you see my profile or my intro, I'm the founder of NASAPA, the National Safety Partnership of Liberia. That is a non-profit arm. Initially, when I started this program, I started as the Warges Vehicle and Motorcycle Safety Training Program. Business. It was to open a driving school. But when I saw the ignorance, I saw the lack of information dissemination, then I was motivated to establish a non-profit organization to create awareness. So that's how come National Safety Partnership came into being, to do the awareness aspect. So to run the driving school is completely a business operation. It's profit making. So if you ask me how I'm sustaining this program, is from the business that I'm currently doing. I do business in the States, and that's how I'm sustaining this exercise of creating awareness in Liberia. And my plan, not depending on international organizations, not depending on government, I had developed and I had designed different businesses that are all partnership oriented, so that stakeholders, the motorcyclists, the people in the community can partner with us to be able to run these businesses, we make money, and be able to fuel the NGO, which will be disseminating our information. I'm not saying we're not going to be looking up to extended support, but I don't want to start depending on extended support. So that's why for the past 17 years, I've been doing everything 100% from my pocket.
Okay. Mr. Nuba?
Yes. Okay. What you call the work safety, I believe that is the job of the Environmental Protection Agency. They're supposed to go to all these complaints, including government institutions. I mean, the materials they have there, because safety data sheet, it has to be posted. I mean, what danger this one cause, this is flammable, and they have all the symbols there, the international symbols. So, for example, EPA will go to Lanco or Metaski. EPA will go to B Mountain. EPA will go to Golden Varolium. No, Golden Varolium factory and Golden Safeguard factory. And make sure that these pieces of documents are available.
Yep.
So that why I feel that is for EPA. If they are not doing it, maybe your organization can remind them that this need to be done. Number two, I think you are not addressing the real issue.
Okay.
Like when it comes to say fine for not wearing helmet, you have to ensure that Liberian police issue tickets. I was in Liberia for 7 years during early administration. I don't see any policeman issuing ticket.
Nope.
And that is the cause. Because if I'm not wearing a helmet today, I give $50 LD. Tomorrow I will not wear a helmet.
Yep.
Then the day after, no, I'm dead. So the police are causing the problem.
Yeah.
Those are the two inputs I have.
No, your input is quite correct. And if that's what I said when the question was asked about helmet, because if you look in the regulation, which I will share with you after this program, I will share a lot of documents with you, because I must appreciate you guys for having interest in this conversation, because it's very vital. I bet you every one of us on this platform are victim of a road accident one way or the other in our country. Every one of us, our children, our siblings have been involved. And we never know what will happen in the next 2 minutes from now. Now, train already cutting people's legs off. There have been several train, imagine train, locomotive train now, killing people in the country. So it's to tell you how ignorant our people are. So what we started doing immediately when we heard about the first accident, we started developing our own books, because we've been using books from the United States for teaching our children. But we resolved now to develop our own books for Liberia to befit our environment, our society. After the program, I will share you one of a few pages of what we have already started producing for the children. We're not taking public safety in Liberia lightly. We have taken this to be a business, meaning I have devoted my life and I'm committed to it. And I don't keep my lip shut on this because I could die today, tomorrow. I want the vision to continue. So people I talk to, I always share to them in depth of what I envisage to see happen in Liberia. We want everybody to be safety compliant because if I get hurt right now and I'm near you, I'm a liability to you, Brother Nebo. I'm not working. I got to start asking you for a hand out. Now it start to touch your pocket. It start to touch your budget for your family. My stupidity or my own fault now become your responsibility indirectly. If you don't pay attention to me, the next thing that happen, I'm a casualty. And that's what we see happening in Liberia. But you know, our work, we can't run faster than ourselves. Because Liberia is a society where when you start to tell people things that you know, they say, oh, you know too much. So you can't be too fast to talk. You got to take down how you work with people so they can't think that you are a threat to their jobs, you know. So there are a lot of people, we got a lot of letters we have written out to people, but they don't respond to us. But we don't get discouraged. And the letter we don't write them asking them for financial assistance. We write asking them to allow us work along with them to make their work easy, you know. But gradually we'll get there. But us not sitting there tight lip, we'll definitely get there. You know, somebody like Fred, we just had a short conversation. He took interest in the conversation. Today I'm on his platform. So who know who listening tomorrow must say, hey, I heard you, or hey, who are that gentlemen that you guys talk with? And we can start to talk. So I will beg you, I will provide you all the information that I know that I have so that you guys can all get involved because every day across Liberia, people die. I respect the police report. That's why when I got it, I started to share with stakeholders, like, you know, people like you guys, so that we all can get involved. There are tons of accidents that happen that the police don't even get record of because of the places that they happen, you know. But what they have started is a good thing. So what we want to do to buttress that effort is to establish a network with which we are doing around the 15 counties. On a daily basis, I receive pictures of accidents from all around Liberia. Any accident that happen in any part of Liberia, that I have somebody in my chat room, they will send pictures. Somebody I can see, some I can't afford to see because of the gravity of it. So I take your advice. We'll reach out to the EPA. We haven't reached out to the EPA and the Labor Ministry. We'll definitely reach out to them to see what they have. And if they don't have anything, we are in America. America and Liberia share a lot of things in common. So what is harmful, why the education in America can also be educational in Liberia. So thank you very much for making mention of the EPA.
Thank you, Mr. Philip E.P. Woods II. We got 3 minutes to the phone lines. Mr. Woolley, got any question? Mr. Woolley? If you don't, you just pick up to the line then.
Yeah, so we'll go to the line.
Okay, good.
Okay, so folks, the events following the show here this evening at Back to D4 is about time that we go to the phone lines and hear from you here. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 and the number supported through is going to be live. 776 105 105 881 14 3504 0776 105 105 881 14 3504.
I just want to say that, Mr. Wu, why you reading the numbers? I will hope that motorcyclists can be the heavier callers here tonight. Because this is all about you. I know every people drive too, but the motorcyclists, man, I hope you can do the calling tonight. And
Hello,
Mr. Funga from Grand Cape,
why
I
do
know
you
you're
don't
following
know?
me.
This is Matthew.
Oh, somebody already on it, huh?
Hello,
Hello.
your name, where have you joined from?
My name is Matthew. I'm calling you from GEDEH community.
Matthew who?
Matthew Greer.
Matthew Greer, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm the first aid trainer for the Red Cross in GEDEH.
Okay.
So I've been following the show. And then the brother in the studio there, I mean, what he's saying, it is very important for every one of us in this country because
Sure.
looking at safety, that's one of the major priorities. Because when all of the accidents or things that can happen today, our people, it is based on negligence. Because someone riding motorbike that don't have no frame, or let's say that don't have anything over them, then they just riding the motorbike. In case of any accident, the person themselves going to fall on the floor. And when you fall on the floor,
Oh my God, we lost him. 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. If you reach us, you can still call back and complete a statement. We go on the line and pick up this person. Hello?
Will Arizona Door, Mr.
Belekatu, welcome to the show.
Thank you. A pleasant good evening to all of our professors. Welcome in class. And good evening to the guest on campus tonight. All right. I have two questions for the guest.
Okay.
My first question would be, with the kind of a very big organization or institution that is put together, all in the name of safety, we notice over the years turning around that the motorcycle union, there are so many organizations, even a very Morovia, you will not find one to put Labrador National Motorcycle Union Association where all of them will be working on one umbrella. But in Morovia, you will notice that there are 2, 3 different groupings, all are doing the same thing. That's why the 15 countries. What is he doing? Is there any plan you have to unite all of them to put on one umbrella? Then by dealing with them, it will be easier for each other to go smoothly. The second question is, if I've gotten correctly, that there are people in some of these counties, what about the report to the office since you establish the organization in terms of safety rules and regulations that those motorcycles are really following it from the report of a guy's own team? And some of those reports are very encouraging. We want to hear from some of the elected, for example, GEDEH and for the year in review 2024, 2025, excellent in terms of safety, dress codes and all of that. They were just about like this women are looking at Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the show. Keep forwarding. 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504, 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504. The number support issue here this evening is going to be live here on the program. I beg to differ. We go on the line and pick up this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name?
Yeah, this is Amos Williams calling from Carolville community.
Mr. William, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. My question, I have one question I have.
Okay.
Yeah, the question is, this organization that the film is talking about, we are talking about, are they have connection with any of the viewer chairman or in the community? Because the community chairman have, I know, like the president, we the local people, so we can know that they didn't what they're talking. I think the real chairman will bring new, bring it closer to us from there. So they have connection with the viewer community chairman in Liberia or the counties all over? My question. I didn't get any clear.
I get you clear.
Thank you very much, Ellis.
All right. 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105, 881-14-3504 are the number supported you. Trust me, you're going to be live on the show here at Dead Today for 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504. And you will be live here this evening on the program I bet today for. While we are waiting to call, let's see if we can get our team some and keep it rolling here quickly. Okay.
Top FM 105.3, we on the air. Leader, shout, shake Kukoroma. Archie right. He don't play. Alex Fiulu. Producer correct. All tonight we back to the day.
0776-105-105, 881-143504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504. You're going to be live here this evening. Let's hear you. The line is open. It's about time that you put in your calls and let's hear from you. 776-105-105, 881-143504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504. And let's hear from you. The line is opened. It's about time that you put in your call and let's hear from you, because if you go back to the panelists and the guests, you respond into all of those questions, trust me, you will call 10,000 times, I can pick you up. So I think it's better that you come out now, you ask all of the questions to the guests, and then you will address this as one. Yeah. So once you explain, you try to place your call, I can't take it. So the best time is to put a call through right now, 776-105-105, 881-143504. Let's hear from you. 0776-105-105, 881-143504, and the number support you through.
The problem time, no sleep in business. Your voice, my tired. So starting down, doing big things and make I beg to differ, my people. If it's not correct, we got to come so. From 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sit here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. Truth must talk, we not go hide. One Mr. Johnson, bring that sense. Ready, make transmission of sense. I'm a right to talk and flesh. Underneath of the gate, we make it think fair. Claudia speak, strong woman here.
All right, Mr. Right, we can't keep the guests waiting. So I think I go ahead to address those few questions have been placed to him here and then. Right after it, there's any call, I'll let you guys know. It's all right. All right, so while waiting for Mr. Wright to come and take care of the show, the line is still open. Just put in your calls and let's hear from you. 776-105-105. We'll pick up this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Nia, where do you join us from?
This is Mr. Payment. I'm calling from TV.
Mr. Gonda, welcome to the show.
My has to do with the Excalibur issue.
Please, let's go to what the guest is in studio for.
I don't know what I don't have a question on that.
All right, so you just wait for the next topic that comes on, and then you can talk about it. Thank you.
I thought we were.
No, we'll go to the Excalibur issue later on. If the panel have to discuss about that, we'll have a guest in studio that is discussing about the safeties of motorcyclists. So if you been following the show, then you can go ahead and make your point. But if you don't follow,
go ahead. I will not follow. Yeah, but my point is this. Mm-hmm. My question is, does the union president have the power in any country to make final decision for the motorcyclists as it relates to transportation fare? Because right now, the $100 that Siapa talk about is 10. People are still paying $100 and nothing is being done. And when tension grows, who is at fault? Thank you.
Thank you so much. 0776-105-105 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105 881-14-3504. Let's hear from you. Wow, the guests out of the studio. Hope that we make a way through.
I beg to differ. Liberia. My people like a cyber. Top FM 105.3, we on the air. Leader, shout, shake Kukoroma. My man ready. Archie right. Pino play. Alex Piulu. Producer correct.
0776-105-105 881-14-3504. 0776-105-105 881-14-3504. The number support you through. You're going to be live here on top 105.3. It's about time we hear from you. Listen to the guests discussing a while in the issues. You listen to panelists asking questions, and there are other questions being placed to the guests, but some of them maybe don't go their favor. You don't have a clarities on that. Yes, you can put in your course and then ask your question to the guest. He's going to respond to you right here on the show. 776-105-105 881-14-3504. Yeah. So Mr. Ra will hold it there.
Okay.
It's not coming in, so we can keep the guest waiting here. So hold it there,
thank you.
give it back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Alrighty. So at this time, Mr. Woods, this is where we come to you. And we'll ask you for your caller response to the calls that you heard, either the comments or the questions. Mr. Woods, are you there? Mr. Woods?
Hey, frozen.
No, he's not.
I think he's back now.
Mr. Woods, can you hear me? Mr. Woods?
You need to come back.
All right. While we're waiting on Mr. Woods to come back, we got to kick him off the stage so that he comes back. Let's do this. All right, let's start with you, Veteran Smith, and then respond from the callers. For the callers.
I think most of the questions directed to our guests.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I mean, you can't. You're not prepared to answer, right? So, okay. Can you please try to contact him and see if he can come back? Hopefully.
I think he frozen. I tried to call him and he's not picking up.
I just took him off stage, so he should be good. Please try to contact him. Mr. Nuba, what about you too? You want to take
the last person talked about, I think, union official increasing the fare, motorbike fare. You know, I think that's in Grand GEDEH. So let Alex tell us what the last caller was talking about. Who increased the fare in Grand GEDEH? Was it the motorcyclist union president? Alex, are you there?
Yeah, Mr. Newman, yeah.
So
yes,
who increased
so in recent time here in Grand GEDEH, let me just say in Liberia, the price of gasoline went up. In some county they were saying 1.2 for gasoline. In here in Grand Gillette County, 1 gallon of gasoline went up to 1,300. So with that, the union president Aaron Safawia said that due to the raise of gasoline price, so transportation fee that used to be, maybe if you take back from those streets and then you go maybe to Eden Chapel, it was $50 before, but it will go up to $100 because of the gasoline price. So distances that people used to travel on for $50 LD, it raises up to 100 Liberian dollars, and then distance people travel for $100 go up to $150. So if you carry a distance for $150 before then, it go up to 200. So since the gasoline price has gone down, the people are still doing the same thing. They will take you from maybe first and take you to the county fee and they ask you to pay $100. So it left with you. They are not doing on a lucky ticket level where they will just ask you say bring $100. So if you pay the $100, they don't have problem. But if you go ahead and say no, I can pay $100 from here, they allow you. But some of them, they are in a habit that if you tell them say no, gasoline price is down. The particular team will used to pay $50. If gasoline price is down now, so I will pay $50 to you. The people say no, you must pay them like $100. So it's not easy. From to the station to see your new resident, you pay $100 motorbike to go there. But today, people that go there for a birthday celebration, some of them are paying $150, some of them are paying $200 to go there. So, we are saying he increased the price of, the other distances, and he come on the radio and say now gasoline price are down. So all circulars to drop the price back to the normal stage. The people refuse and say that information they don't get to them for now. It's only on top radio, maybe on smart radio. Only the public hear it, but for data circular, they don't get the information. So they still continue the same price.
But what are the police saying? The police saying about it?
Well, when he came studio, the other day he came with one of the police officers, and both of them spoke on the same thing. That if a driver charges you over plus, you can report the driver to the station. But then, Mr. Nomo, to be real, you that going somewhere because somebody say bring $100, you will not say I get you to police station or go call police for me. So it will be something like embarrassment to you. So you just have to pay that particular person money and let them go.
All right, I think we got Mr. Woods.
Was he asked who authorized
that?
Come here,
All right, so we got Mr. Woods back. Let have him.
Okay.
Mr. Woods, this is what we ask you to respond to. Hope you're not frozen again. There you go.
I think there were 3 questions I were asked. So I will start with the last one. The last guy was asking about our involvement with the community. That was a very good question because I didn't make mention of this. We have a program called the Community Safety Network. And the Community Safety Network, we developed that program to be able to go to the community to have them conscientized, to be more involved. Because the act of accident start from the community homes. Because before the guys get in the street, they leave their homes. The parents in the homes know who these riders are. There are a lot of unawareness in our communities. People are not aware that if you take a vehicle, a motorcycle or car, and give it to an adolescent driver, you that give it to that person, you are liable, you are responsible for whatsoever damages that person caused out there. People don't know that. So we want to go to the community to create this awareness. So what we did was we developed a community safety network program. And the first community we started with was the Tupo Road community. But like I said earlier, our people are so used to international NGOs. The fact that when the international NGOs come, I think they give them money or they do something. So the moment you say you are an NGO, the people in the communities are expecting from you. You know, even though you go there for their own well-being, the people in the communities are resisting or they don't give in to volunteer to be able to allow, the people that come to help them do what we want to do. But anyway, we are fortunate to have gone to the Tubo Road community, and we are fortunate to meet with one guy who was the outgoing community leader there, who worked with ladies, and he been into this community thing. So when we introduced the idea to him, he bought the idea, and we went above and beyond to explain the benefit of the community safety network, what the community will benefit if they work along with us, the awareness that we will create will help to create jobs and make their children marketable for the job market. So that was a very good question. So what we developed into the community safety network is that first, we want to be sure of everybody living in the community. We must be able to identify everybody living in the community. We should be able to work along with the police to be part of the issuing of the police clearances. Because the people come from the community, they go to the police and they obtain police clearance. The man said, I come from Tuboro community. Whether you're from there or not, you go, you get police clearance, you go to the job market, go and take somebody's job, say I live in Tuboro community, they get the job. The next thing the man do, the man either steal the person keke, the person car, or the person property, and he goes away with it. When that person goes to the police to say, oh, John Brankin, he brought his police clearance, and I gave him a job, but I can't find this man, the police got no clue. The police cannot verify which part of the man come from. So at the end of the day, that investment lost. So part of our program for the community awareness, safety awareness was let the community be involved. If somebody go to the police and apply for police clearance, let the police liaise with the community leader to verify this man. So what we suggested to them was we will work along with them to set them up. In fact, we set up the website. We got the website. We're going to put all the community leaders' telephone number and everything. Even we're going to provide a telephone number, uniform telephone numbers. But we did our survey to know how many community in the District 6. We got all the data. We're trying to get to all these leaders to be able to have a meeting with them. We call some of them. I'm in the States, but I work like I'm in Liberia. I work via Zoom. I have meetings with people. We have discussions, and we get things achieved. So I invited them. They came to my office in Kingsville. I sold the idea to them. They bought the idea, but was to take it from another level. But then the guy who was there who really understood what we were trying to sell to the community, his leadership expired, and we were waiting to get a new leadership to see if we could pass, because we are in the Pinsville era, so we wanted to start this program from the Pinsville era. And if the program gets successful, then we'll start promoting it to the various communities. So we have a plan to work with communities across Liberia, but we have to start from somewhere, and those are some of the things that we want to have instituted to inform the police, the community. If someone comes from Banga to spend time in your community, the house that he's going to be spending time in, the owner of that home should bring that person to the community office to say, hey, this is my nephew. He's from Bong County, but he'll be here with me for some time. Or he's coming to be living here. And the community leader will take his information. So if that man goes to apply for a job and that require police clearance, we hope that the police will be able to come to the community, or there will be a network. We're willing to do all these things. We are willing to do all these things to set up the infrastructure We're not asking government to put money into it. We are willing to do it. We will spend the money to set up the platform to make it easy. The only thing we want from the government is for the government to agree to work with us. But there are certain things you can't talk too much about until you start it, then you start to talk about it. But we are working on that when it comes to community leadership. Then the next person asks about what we're doing to work with the Federal Motorcycle Organization if we can have just one motorcycle organization. I would not agree with us having just one motorcycle organization. We just need to be more civil and we just need to be more civilized. In America, there are several motorcycle organizations just at least. But guess what? I'm a member of almost all motorcycle organizations. When organization A is having an event, they invite everybody from all the other organizations to go up there and support their event. When we're having our food and they support our event. I'm a member of one organization. I'm also a leader in other motorcycle organizations here. I was fortunate to one time serve as an elected official in my own organization, but I'm also a member in other motorcycle organizations. We don't fight, we don't fuss, we all got one mission: protecting the interests of American motorcycle across America. The same problem they're having in Liberia with police officers and this in America, the same problem exists here. But it's just that here we are more refined. And not to boast, since I've been in the United States, I've had the opportunity to go to the U.S. State Department every year, May, to lobby for the state of Pennsylvania, where I live, our motorcycle interest. Every year we got interest, we got problems, we got situations that we experience with government or in our community. We go to our state representatives and senators and lobby for them. If we check our record here, our organization have what we say, we have made a lot of laws. We have proposed a lot of laws, and the House of Senate or the House of Parliament here have passed those laws, and those laws are existing laws in the state of Pennsylvania in the interest of motorcycle or in the state of in the interest of road users. And one of them is the Daniel law. There was a person that was hit by a car, and the motorcycle community here took the initiative to go and petition the legislature, and they were able to pass a law called the Daniel law. If somebody, the driver that hit Daniel was a drunk driver, so the state were able to pass a law that if a person hits somebody or a person is involved in an accident and they are found to be under the influence of alcohol, the penalty of the Daniel law will be applied. So in Liberia, it is good that we have 2 or 3 motorcycle organizations, but what we need to encourage them to do is to work together instead of being eye rival and to politicize the organization, because that is what troubling the motorcycle organization in Liberia. They are all politicized. One group for CDC, one group for UP. So when this other government comes, this other government is not catering to the other group, they sideline the other group. That's the only problem. But if the government were relating to these people as road users and respecting them for their political beliefs, we will not have much of a problem in Liberia. Thank you.
Okay. I want to, we have at least 30 to 35 minutes to be with you, Mr. Woods. And I really appreciate you, staying this. So let's, I want to, first of all, let's welcome our fellow panelist, Mr. Christopher Nippett. Mr. Nippett, welcome to the show. Can you please introduce yourself to the guest, and then we'll come back to you. Hold on. I think I'll mute to him. Let me unmute it.
Good evening. My name is Christopher J. Nippett. I'm a former officer, political officer at the Embassy of Liberia. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Nepe. You know, you one person who don't need much of an introduction. Because I visited the
Thank you.
office at DC.
Ah, okay.
And also the serviceman to your daughter.
Say what again?
As I'm a serviceman, I normally ship for her, for your wife and your daughter.
Ah, okay. That's great. That's great to hear. Good to hear.
Nice meeting you again.
My pleasure, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Archie, Alex, the people listening, we can't hear you. What on my phone?
I think they need you.
No, I'm not in there.
No, I can hear you not talking about the whole.
Okay, Archie, now on. Okay, so let's go for the next round, and I will begin questioning for the next round, and then we go. So send Mr. Nippy just came. Mr. Nippy, you want for us to go, then you will understand or you have your question ready. Okay, Mr. Right back. Is that right? Are you with us? It looks like Mr. Right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted us to look at the data that was shared. I think it's important that we do that before Mr. Woods departs. Mr. Woods, first of all, let me ask you, are you prepared to discuss the data?
Oh, yeah, I mean, the data is official, it's an official document from the government. I think we all are appreciating it. I appreciate it. And we hope that this can continue because this will better inform us. This will better encourage us as a country to understand whether we're making progress or not. So we did commend the government about this. Like I said, everything that the government do that is positive in this sector, we make it a responsibility on our part to officially thank them. So we might not be able to say to them privately, but we go on a public platform and release press releases to tell them thanks for this, and we encourage them to continue on this because this is more civil and it will take us a long way trying to resolve the challenges that we all face with road accident.
Okay. Is there any part of the data that you find interesting that you want us to go to? Because a lot of areas in the data that are very interesting, but I want to pick your thought on it first. Since you are dealing with the data and with the police as well, is there any area in the data that you want us to go to?
No, not really, because I'm
Okay.
also away from. Yes, I mean, I appreciate the entire document. The entire document is properly prepared, and I agree with what they got here, in terms of.
Okay. So what I want us to do, let's
Mhm.
go to bear with me here.
Table 5. At the end of the document, it will give you idea of all the different counties and the breakdown. And I
This is
think
where
that
I'm
was
going. That's where I'm going. But give me 1 second. Let me go there. Actually, it's not table. Is that? Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah. Damn it. I don't like this. Okay, so Mr. Woods,
Yes, sir.
overall data. Are you hearing me,
I'm listening. I'm hearing you.
Mr. Woods? Are you hearing?
I'm hearing you.
Yes.
I'm hearing you.
He is hearing you, Archie.
I think Mr. Wright has a problem with his.
Yeah, it's frozen. If you go at the maybe Mr. Wulu can put at the end of the document, you will see the last one. So he frozen or whatever. Well, it's Mr. I send the same thing to Mr. Wulu if he can. Mr.
I think this kind of information is suitable to be in the chat room, so at least we can read in advance.
It's in the chat room.
Well, I look there, I can't see it.
Is there? I will refresh it.
It's a PDF photo. PDF file.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
We see it. Yeah, we can see the screen. Open it.
Okay,
Please
let me
open
bring
it.
it up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me zoom in it. Let me go 150. Oh, 150 is too much. Let me go back to 125. Can you guys see this? It's 125. It should be.
No, we can't see nothing. I don't have on my other
Really?
pair of glasses to make it 6.
Mr.
Okay.
Nepe, I send it to you.
Let's go to 150.
All right.
Let's do 150. Can you see it now? 150. You should be able to see it, Mr. Nepe.
I gotta put my car light on. Oh my God. The eyes are going.
Okay, so
The whole thing,
All
looking
right.
at here.
the whole
We
thing
see.
too interesting though.
Can you guys see it? Yes, you
Yeah,
guys
We
see
can
it.
see it.
I can see it, but I'm laughing at it. Grand
Why?
Crew. Grand
Okay,
Crew
hold
is
on. I don't know why you're laughing at it, but hold on.
okay.
Hold
Let me explain why I'm laughing. Grand Crew, the number of cases.
No, hold on. We'll come to you. We'll come to
The
you, and
number
you
of
explain
deaths.
why you're laughing.
Okay.
Yes, I want to. We got a guest on the show, so let's engage the guest because he's going to deal with the data. Mr. Woods, are you looking at the data, sir?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we're ready to pick your interest here in this data because you're going to deal with the data, so we just want to see how we discuss it.
So we still got
Say that again.
we still got
Okay, I'm not getting you. I'm sorry.
we stable.
Well, it's
For
an
your
annex.
And
It's 8. It's an annex.
X8, yeah, all right. Okay. So,
Okay, for some reason I'm not hearing him. I don't know if you're hearing him.
Grant, can you hear me?
Yeah, very well now. Very well. Yeah.
Okay, so I had it before on the screen. The screen because I can't move from the screen, so I have it on another device. Brother Nibu was cited because Grant has one case, is one death, and one injury, and 0 cent to cook. Like I said earlier, I'm not happy that Grant has 0, and most of the 279 cases. What I'm happy about is that what the government has started to do is very good, is very civilized, this is something that is very welcoming, and we will get involved as we grow, because how they got that data, I guess, is from the police tax program back in Niger. But what we do as a local NGO is that we want to be setting up a network of people, the real stakeholders, the guys in the sector, the guys that are riding the motorcycle. When we are involved with them, when we are involved with us on our platform, that's how we can get information. So if we were strong in all these communities, that we go through, and the police say there is no case, there is no death, or there is no injury, and all statistics say, oh, we got 2, 3, then we can say we can challenge the police report. But for now, we cannot challenge the police report. What we can do now is to embrace it and encourage the government to continue to support this, because this is not the first time they have come up with this. During the Ellen regime, the early part of the George regime was the first time the police came up with his report. And since then, it disappeared. It didn't appear again under this regime. So I'm excited that they have resumed it, but I'm hoping that they can keep it going.
Okay.
That's all the excitement I have on this report.
Awesome. Absolutely. Thank you. Great job. So, Mr. Nuba, I'll go to you now. What is it you're laughing at? So, and then please do it in a way where Mr.
You were right.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Nippe, you are coming in?
No, that comes to you first, Mr. Nuba. Mr. Nippe, what coming? Let's go to you first, Mr. Nuba. What did you find to be funny about a report?
I think I see the same thing.
I see the Grand Crew, no more cases, 0.
No accident, no case. But then we see death.
You got
that? Death 1. Injury 1. Sent to court 0. Withdrawn 0. Pending 0. How can you explain that?
Okay. Yeah, the reason it is 000 is because the last time I checked, Grand Crew never even had a cook. Grand Crew never had a cook. But a couple of months ago, there's a cook been a beautiful cook been in the county. But the county was just being deprived of law enforcement. So without law enforcement, you don't have a case. So I started to wonder how the people were surviving in the place. But I concluded that, hey, this is the real place, the people believe in the local leadership. So whenever something happens, they just, resolve it and everybody go by their business.
I beg before. Grand Crew had 32.
Mr. Nuba, let him finish first, please. Let him finish.
No. These states don't have a ministerial court.
Mr. Nubo, let the guest finish and then you're coming, please.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the police can capture the death and if there is a court there, that means they didn't take the case to court. So the accident that happened, the person, like I said earlier, they just go and solve their own problem. Or maybe it was a self accident, a one-way accident. No other party was involved, so there was no need to go to court. So I guess that's why there's no case, and that's all I can say. My own explanation by the court, I watched a video clip where the people are excited that, well, I don't know after how many years they have not had a court, but they were celebrating, the appointment of a judge or, a court official, and I was able to see the building. The building was a beautiful building. For years, they have not been functional. That's what I know about court.
Okay, Mr. Nubo?
No. Let's go to Mr. Nippe.
Okay, Mr. Nippe.
Yes, Mr. Walsh, thank you so much. It's a good exercise. It's worthy for such an organization to be situated such that get on the police to make sure that public safety cannot be taken for granted. Because the more human resource that a country loses, the potential is sloped down.
Yeah.
Especially when they come to these incidents where people are not properly obeying traffic rules. And before I get to the statistic, I hasten to encourage you and that we don't make it a normal thing where somebody mother will teach him how to drive and he gets on the wheel.
Yeah.
You must go the ministry and now what I thought the Ministry of Transport was up to. But they look like they are just a public solicitor of money and issuing licenses to anyone who may just come to them. So your organization has a huge tax, and I encourage you to ensure that people go to driving school. Because here in the United States and elsewhere, you have to do the course. As the course be certificated. Does it mean that there can be no accident? Absolutely not.
Oh.
But does it mean that it can control and minimize the incident of human being losing their life? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I just wanted to put that point through. And I think this statistic has some trouble. They got a huge trouble. You cannot have a death and there be no case. You cannot have an injury and there be no case. And then it says sent to court, they say nothing went to court. But the other state somebody died.
Yeah.
And they say withdrawal. They say no, there's no withdrawal. Then if they didn't go to court, then should be one case withdrawal. It should be stated there. Then they say pending, they say 0. But then we want to know what happened to the person who died. How was the issue handled? Did the police just brush that human being life and say, well, look here, you are deceased now and you just go about your business. So we need to find out the next time you come here, they should be able to correct these statistics, because statistics give us an understanding of what picture is being presented by the graph or whatever it is. That's what statistics does. And I see here again for Bapulu, 3 persons died. They said, the cases are 3, 1 dies, none injured, sent to court, nothing. But the result is 2. Now, I don't know how you can have 3 cases and two are withdrawn. Oh, I can understand that, and 1 is pending. Okay, that makes a lot of sense right there. Then we come to Grand Cayman County, 5 persons. There's 5 cases of accident. 9 are injured. 1 is sent to court. 3 cases are withdrawn, and 1 is pending. But the totality of this thing tells us, for instance, in Masorado County, that people are not trained drivers. That's what it tells me. From the 2 cases from Masorado alone, 271 cases, resulting to 34 deaths and 111 injured. 36 sent to court, which is too nominal. 176. What is the basis for the 176 to have been withdrawn? We need to understand that. And then they have 67 pending. So a table like this that tells us 279 cases, out of which 34 persons have died. Then you have to get, and then what I thought this table would have done, we're going to give us an aggregate, a total of how many persons died, so we know. Here we have 34 plus 17, that's almost 51. 51 plus 4, that's 55. 55, that's 61.
We have information.
Well,
But we don't see at the bottom of the page.
Well,
huh?
Yeah, because I'll put up the other graph and you'll see it. I'll
Okay.
put this because
that's on a different page.
Can I
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
yes, I'll put
maybe
it up and you will see it.
Maybe let me add a comment
Hello?
on the graph.
Can I come in?
This graph,
Can I come in, please?
34 died.
Let me come in now.
They should explain it.
What?
How many operators, how many passengers.
Wow.
They did.
Injury, they sort of break it down too.
They
say they withdraw, they sort of break everything down. How many passengers, how many operators. So the table is incomplete.
No, the table is not incomplete.
Okay, tell me the 34 that died in
not incomplete.
The 34 that died in Monserrado County. How many operators died? And how many passengers? You tell me, looking at the table.
No, but you not no. That the report is not going to tell you that.
No, but I think Mr. Number is correct. You cannot put a composite figure down. It tells nobody anything. Whether drivers are in the telephone that die, whether children are in the telephone that die, whether adults are in the telephone that die. The purpose, that's what I said earlier, the purpose of statistical figures is to give us a rational understanding of what the statistician is saying. Once you look at the data, you're supposed to know exactly what the statistician is saying. This is a composite number here, and he's right. He is very right. Where 34 person died, were they all children? It does not answer that. Were they all adults? It does not answer that. The chauffeur, were there 2 chauffeurs out of the 34 that died? Or there were 34 chauffeurs that died? The statistic does not answer that. And I think Mr. Numbo makes a very, very genuine point. Because you take the data here.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
What the data that Mr. Nubo is asking for is the master data he's asking for. He's asking
that's why I say I agree with him.
But that master data you're supposed to present to us.
This is not a master data.
And what data is it?
This is a quarterly data. This is a data based on 3 months.
Yeah, for 3 months, but it's supposed to get the breakdown.
No, you can't. When you produce a master data, because it will be too voluminous to do.
Why not? It ain't fit on a computer?
No, not because it doesn't fit that, because when you're producing
this Excel spreadsheet.
Mr. Nubo.
Yes.
Mr. Nubo.
Yes.
When you're producing the kind of data, even if you're producing any data for that matter, you can't fit all the information on, for example, you're doing a quarterly data, you get all the granular part of the data, because then you're taking away from the master data. The master data puts together all of the granular part of the data, the very minute part of it. Every bit, that's what we call the master data. Everything you're looking for is in there. But when you produce a quarterly report, you take out the very important ones you want to do. And then at the end, you put all the other information you're asking for now, the ages, the sex.
You don't just go and conclude at that. Okay, show me the 2025 master data for the whole year.
This is what that the question was going to be talking about. How do we compare?
I want to see the breakdown. How many operators, how many passengers, how many male, how many female, how many children? The master data for 2025. Show it to me right now.
I don't have that, but this is what I'm saying.
You don't have it, but you're defending them.
I'm defending this data right here. This data right will well prepared. There are discrepancies, of course, and there are discrepancies, of course. And it's good that we're identified. But here again, Mr. Nubo, these data there's something we call through root cause analysis. you look at why this thing, why the discrepancies came about. Is it through data entry when somebody put, did they forget to type 1 and the type 0, or was it a system problem? Did the system break down? Why? I mean, these are things that you look at. We call that root cause analysis.
Okay, but Mr. I beg to differ right there, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, what does it? Just a moment, please. What does it figure? 58.4%. What figure does it represent? 34 death, or it represent the 279?
Okay, what are we looking at? Are we looking at which county? Oh, Monserrato? What was that?
Yeah, 58.4%. Is that, does it represent the 279, or it represent the 34?
The share, I think it represents the
No, you see, this is why Mr. Nubo is coming in.
What do you mean?
This is what Mr. Nubo is coming in. When you are reading the data, you're supposed to know exactly that, okay, it's 58%. If 58% of this will be half of this number, 58% of 279 will be half. And so you just divide this number by 2, you have 1, you have 3, you have 8. You have 138. That is 50%. So if 58% is that number should fall somewhere around here. It should fall right on the table.
Mr. DP.
I want you understanding me.
I think
if you say 10% of a number
of the total, don't forget of the total number.
279.
Look at the total number of cases reported.
Yeah, that 279
represent 58.4% of that number.
Yeah, I just want to 50%. 50% will represent 130 something. You just divide the number by 2.
No, what are you doing? Are you adding up all the numbers?
No, Mr. Nubo. I mean,
Mr. Nippy.
The simpler way of finding a percentage. The simplest way of finding a percentage is to divide that number by a second number.
But you by the total number.
No, I'm not going to the total number. I'm looking at 279.
Don't look at 279. Look at the rest of the numbers under the cases. 279 owned a representation of the total number. That's what
that one you have 58.4, right?
Yeah, of the total number reported, yes.
Which is 279. It can't be no other number.
No, Mr. Nubo. Oh. Mr. Nippy.
It says, where are coming? It says cases are coming, Mr. Wait, I'm different. Give me my chance. Let me cut my own neck. Give me my chance, please.
Sure.
Here is an X number, which is 279. Of that number, the spreadsheet is telling us 58.4. If anybody who is thinking, you say the 58.4 represent 279. That is where the percentage is coming from. Oh, where want they?
No, I want to show
what Mr. Nippy and Nubo doing, they call it the paralysis of analysis. That's
this is it right here. Mr. Nippy, do you see this?
I see where the executive summary.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the total number they're reporting on, the cases.
The 478.
Yes.
Oh, see that now.
Mr. Nippy, you heard me? I said that's the paralysis of analysis that you and Mr. Nubo doing.
No, but they can't do that until they understand the full report.
No, the report is incomplete.
But that one,
prepared.
Mr. Castro said the report is paralyzed.
It was badly prepared.
I don't know. I don't believe so.
You guys
discrepancy? Yes, there are discrepancies.
You guys got a point.
It
I agree.
No, but Mr.
If you look
Kasa,
at
Mr. Kasa, here's the point.
Now,
If you're going to use 50,
if you look at it from a technical point, you two are right. Both you and Mr. Nubo, you are right. But
that's what I'm saying.
No.
So that's what I'm saying, Mr. Ryan. If you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Ryan, hear me out, please. No, please hear me out.
I do. But you missing a point.
No, the 478 should be in that column where you have the 270 something. Then anybody who looking at it say, oh, there's 58 point something represents 50.8% or 58% of the total accident cases, which is 478. But if you bring it down to 200 and something, you just do the elementary percentage calculation divided by 2. You get 50% right away. Then you look for the 8%. And 8 and 2 will be 16. Then you can just add that number to it and you get a total of 58 point something percent. So I am in full agreement with Mr. Nubo that this number 478 should have been in our first column where they say number of deaths to account for 58.4%. If you did that right now, you will come to that 58.4%. And Mr. Nubo is right.
Okay. Lena, I think we still got a guest with us.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. I see.
The first thing we gotta walk step by step. First of all, they gotta take these statistics, take them back to the drawing room, and come back with something very substantive, convincing, and accurate. Because we are not the only one on the set looking at these numbers. There are people in the radio population that are looking at the numbers as well. So
let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other analysis that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Let move on. I want to go back to Appendix 8. Mr. Nubo, I hear you laughing. You still want to take a bite of it?
Let's go. Let's move on. I don't know if we have another topic, but let's move on.
Yeah. So here's what I'm looking at that caught my attention.
Okay.
If you go back to Appendix right here. I hope you guys can still see it. So if you look at I'm looking at the population density compared to the number of deaths.
No, we can see it.
So far, you're not seeing it?
I can see it.
No, I got it right here. No, I can't see it. Just a show. You are in the show. That's why I see here.
Well, for me,
I see for Lofa, I see 20 cases. There's no population
yes,
density.
that's what I'm seeing it at. That's what I want to look at.
I have it on the computer, so I can see it.
Is that the Lofa 20?
Yeah, so you see Lofa 20?
And
yes, sir.
And 4 die. And
okay, yeah, 4 deaths. Okay.
4 central court.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 central court. They withdrew Lofa 13.
13.
And 3 penny.
Okay.
4 and 13 are what?
17.
That's 17.
So it's good. That number is
What
right.
happened?
Plus 3, that 20. They got, that one there is all right.
Yeah, that one correct.
That one correct.
Yes, what I wanted to look at, Mr. Nippet and Mr. Nubo and the panelists. I think it caught my attention because you're looking at Lofa with a population of 500,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
A population of 500,000 people. Well, I'm looking at prior, prior census. Now things going up. But to recall just 20 cases and 4 deaths, that seems to me, I don't know, because from a guy who deals with these data every day, I kind of question it.
I don't
You
believe
got, you
it.
got the people in Lofa not driving, and nobody, you know, fewer people running around in Lofa.
I tell you.
To recall this kind of number, you know, out of 500,000 plus people. I just think this is where I question the data, because the possibility of recording this kind of incidents speak to the incomplete nature of the data. That's just my point. You know, 500,000 people and they're moving around in 3 months, and you say you want to recall what, 20 incidents? I don't know.
Look at Grand GEDEH. Look at Grand GEDEH with that dirty road there. People travel motorbike, they're running in the bush, dying on the motorbike and cars, and then it says only 6.
So like I said earlier, we just have to accept this and do our best to complement the police effort, because the way the accident happened, only when you go to police attention, it is recorded. Now, in Liberia, because people have accident to go to police station, nothing come out of it. A lot of people, when these things happen, they just wipe their clothes, pack, move up, and go by their business. Because even if someone offend you, you go to the police station, at the end of the day, you might not get redress. There is no insurance that is taking effect in the country to say, John Brown hit my motorcycle, so his insurance going to repair my motorcycle. You understand? So a lot of things happen that the community do not go to government authority to report these things. It's not possible for Lofa to have 20 accidents. It's not possible for Grand GEDEH even to have 20 accidents. Because just from our platform, we receive videos, pictures of accidents on a daily basis from around Liberia, from the Vera counties.
Yes.
So it's not, I mean, we just have to accept it, critique it, and encourage the government to do better, you know. So what I would do here, I would ask the group of panelists here, you know, take their time, go through it, find some fault. Let's see if we can document the shortcoming that we see here, recommend to the police that, hey, you're doing a good job, but we see you are falling short here, X, Y, and Z. Let's see if we can improve it the next time. That's all I can say. But
you have spoken well, Mr. Woods, and I think I can appeal to my fellow panelists here. The next time we invite Mr. Woods, let's try to reorganize the data based on what we think should be corrected with it going forward, and then he can take that and present that to the police authority. But you have to bring Mr. Gregory Coleman on the show if he can.
Yeah.
Whosoever concerned, when we take it to their attention, we can ask them to come and talk to us about this. I mean, doing that, communicating with them ain't no problem for me. I can do that. I can speak with the chief of public safety or the chief of accident investigation. I can get to them. And the last time this happened was spearheaded by the guy who is now the current chief of traffic. I have access to these people. I can't speak about the IG, but all these 3 officers, I have access to them. I can reach to them and then to see if they can come and address it, because this is good, but it have to be better than what it is. We all got to work together to improve it. We are not criticizing or condemning them. No, we just want to encourage them to do, you know, make it better. Like the old man said, Mr. Honorable Nippert said, there are other people looking at it too, and it refers to every one of us as Liberians. Yeah.
So always remember, data without any breakdown is no data at all.
Exactly.
I think that's what Mr. Nippert and Mr. Nubo are trying to say. You have to break it down.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. How many children? How many women? You know.
Yeah. Numbers.
And what their ages?
Exactly. Age range and all.
Yeah, that's that.
So you know, at the end of the year or 3 months time, you know, children at the age of 2, there are about 300 that have died.
So what do we do to prevent these things from happening?
Okay.
Then we can come on now to find a solution, because that's what I'm not cutting you off, Mr. Nippert. That's why I tell them we adopting the American safety culture. When the thing happen one time in the American community, they don't want it to happen anymore. So everybody in that
Exactly.
community has to find solution to the problem, and that's what we are doing here on the show tonight. How can we make it better? For others must see it to be, oh, we condemning the police. No, we are not condemning.
No.
We only want to encourage the police to do it more. So any error we see here, let's find it documented, and we'll see how we can be the proper authority on this program to be able to explain to us and to see it
And
again.
if I may come in, Mr. Woods, if I may come in, I wore the blue uniform many years ago,
There you go.
and I can honor no condition fault the police
Yeah.
for the kind of tabulation that we have here. What are the reasons? Logistics.
Yeah.
Absence of logistics.
Yes. Absolutely.
I remember when we were in the police force, radio stations were all over. Every part of the country, there were police assigned.
Yeah.
Sector patrol. And sector patrol provides an enabling environment for you to not only see what is happening, but you detect, you try to prevent, and then you know what happened within a particular sector. The poor young man that is suffering, sometimes I want to beat on him, but then when I think again, I say no. The man doesn't have the logistics.
No, not at all.
He does not have the logistics. He does not have cars. And I recall when we worked on the reorganization of the army, we were only two, the defense minister and I. And the size of the army is drastically reduced. It is so nominal that you cannot call it a battalion. The same way with the police. The police should be in all sectors of the country and other leeward area within those jurisdictions. In the city of Monrovia, for instance, there should be nothing like, murder happening in the corner. That area should be swamped with police as we used to do.
I hope I can come in.
Yeah, come in, but let me learn.
Yes.
Yeah. So that we are trying to make sure that we are not condemning what this statistic is all about.
No.
Like my dear colleague, Mr. Katsa said, the statistics, that's what they call a paralyzed statistic or something like that. So the statistics is a little bit, what I think it has to be shake up a little bit to give account of what is actually happening, so that people in other locales can say, oh, these are the people. And then we can know how to suggest to you. And right now, before I get off, I think zooming the traffic system, 30 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour, let these samples get on the highway so that the driver knows. And then again, they have a Herculean tax with the government cutting their labor. I start right there. Is a number coming?
Yes. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to badmouth the police, but I'm trying to say that the work they have done here is incomplete. And mind you, they say review of reported cases on the 18th of this month. My relative was buried because in 2023, motorbike hit him, broke his leg twice.
Mr. Nubo is
and fractured his skull. And these are only cases that are reported. I don't see hit and run here. I don't see any breakdown here. So no.
Wait for next quarter. That'll be part of the report.
No. We talk about this quarter. Now the quarter we gotta deal with them. Then next quarter they will improve. but you pat on their back, no, they will do worse than this next quarter. They will do worse than this. So no, I mean, this is not making any, and I'm sorry to say it, but not making sense to me, though.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. It makes I beg to differ. It makes a lot of sense.
No, it's not making any sense to me.
So Archie,
because they don't break down everything. You have to break it down. You can't. The people here, actually, you know how to make their report.
Archie.
It's like you are in America and you want to build pin latrine inside town.
What are we looking at, Mr. Nubo? Can you see the screen?
No. I'm telling you. Where's the hit and run?
Mr.
Archie,
Yeah,
you can hear me?
Mr. Woods? Yes.
Okay, so this is what we need to do. Like Brother Nigo said, we are not condemning the police. We're only encouraging the police to step out again. Because let's say, for instance, what I want to see in this report, how many people were sentenced to jail for manslaughter? Some of the reason why accident is so popular in Liberia is because not many people are punished for wrongdoing in the traffic. Our organization petitioned the National Legislature. We want to see a manslaughter law on the lips of everybody because that's the responsibility we want to take this year. So equip motorcyclists, teach them about the penalties, the fines, the violation of traffic regulations or traffic rules. People hit people, they kill somebody, a man just killed somebody, go look, 2-3 days after or a week later, that man is in the traffic again. Instead of him going to jail for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years for manslaughter. So if you hear that, people suppose say it's better when you hit the person, just kill them one time because if they injure you, spend a lot of money. People say some people consider road victim as suicide bomber. That's why you see the motorcyclists or the public most of the time resort to burning vehicles. When the accident happens, they don't wait for police redress. They just put the vehicle, the property on fire. But if the police is telling the public that we send one man to jail for 5 years for careless driving that resulted to the death of somebody, people will be a little bit pleased. So we want to see those kind of those kind of incident recorded in the report. But we want to go.
Let me support you in that line with what I said earlier.
Thank you.
We must ensure your organization, that is, to have a driving school under the aegis of the Liberian police or public safety, where whether you've been driving 200 years, you should come and take a test. So that if you put the law in and the man has taken the test and then he drives recklessly, he knows exactly what his penalty will be. But here the people, like me playing music, I have not learned music, I'm playing the guitar, I'm playing by ear. So these drivers don't know the rules.
No.
The motorcyclists don't know the rules. The bicyclists don't know the rules. Pedestrians themselves don't know the rules. They are disobeying the crosswalk. So the motorcyclists, the drivers, reinforce those points to the police director. And maybe they can come with a law and that says, before you are licensed, you should be you should have gone through the examination, pass the test, then they can give you license. But everybody get licenses in Liberia. And those that's what I think is creating the problem.
Okay, so to respond to that concern,
Mr. Woods?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I come back to you, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Zaza, I apologize. I couldn't see you because we had a presentation on the board. But let's recognize Mr. Zaza, our fellow panelist who has just joined. Mr. Zaza, please introduce yourself to our guest, Mr. Woods.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to always be in the company of great people like Mr. Rai, who I haven't seen for 9 years. From 2025 to 2026. Can you please put everybody back on the screen? Let me just speak.
Yeah, my hand.
I can't see the names. Mr. Cassell, our producer, Mr. Wu, Mr. Wu's welcome, Mr. Nepe, Mr. Numo, and the veteran. It's a pleasure to be in your company, great people like you. I'm sorry I've been away for a while. For 3 weeks now, God do visit us. The call flu in America, they came to visit us. So all shut down. You were too bad on the house. Some people couldn't walk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was too scary. Myself, I thought I was saying goodbye to my brother right now. But thank God I'm back. You know, I couldn't talk. I think I posted in the chat room. My voice was gone.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
You didn't want to go. You didn't want to go to heaven.
No, everybody said they want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. So I don't know how
nobody want to go now.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Zaza, it is a pleasure having you. We're good. Hopefully, you come back and help us do more research here on the show.
Let me just say this. I beg you, Mr. Wright.
Sure, yeah.
So, like, I listen to you talking, and I just want to make some information for that very document that you share.
You will have to come back. You will have to come back.
Okay.
I'll come to you after this. So
no
let's
problem.
go to
I
the
just want to correct what you said earlier, that the population from Lofa is 367,000, not 500,000. I just want to correct.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, so maybe I'm looking at the current population. I'm looking at the 2008, because the current is more than that.
What you're talking about is projection expected to be.
My friend, it has been rectified. Today, you hear about talking about adding 16 seats. They have rectified that censor.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
No. I don't. We're on air. You corrected me. Let's correct that.
Don't bring censor issue here. That other issue, that another nyama. Don't bring it here, please.
Because the last censor we had, Mr. Wright, was in 2022. Since we never had censor, and it was projected to be by that time. That's what I was saying. But since it is already been verified, except I will do a research back on that later. I'm sorry, but I thought that was.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying that's what it is. You know, I think Nima said probably going up to 900. I believe the Nima population. But anyway, let's go to Mr. Woods. Mr. Woods, can you respond?
Yes,
I want to respond to Mr. Nippe earlier.
Yeah, so Mr. Nippe, your concern raised about the driving school just before you came, and we were discussing our press release commending the police, commending the government through the police for instituting a trainers program for all driving schools. Because what the police, I guess maybe from this finding or from their concern about road accident, they have resolved to training all driving schools operators, because in 2022, the government introduced for the first time, sponsored by the World Bank, they had developed a curriculum for vocational driving schools, driver's education. And they also developed pre-road safety curriculum from preschool to high school. So those documents are available. I can share them with you guys. I think I should have some copy. So they are doing good in that regard. So what left, as I was explaining to the panelists before you got on, is 2 other components or 3 other components are remaining. The police is saying, before you get your driver lesson, you must go to a driving school and you should present to us a certificate. So, but what they didn't include there is the person should be physically fit. They should do an eye examination and should be a physical report. And the person should do an independent evaluation, because the evaluation they've been doing have been the applicant evaluator, and he come and say the man passed. I don't trust that, because compromises can happen. So if we do all this good job, we are calling on the government to institute a vision test, a physical test, an independent evaluation of all applicants. And the evaluation mechanism, we as an institution are willing to provide it. We are willing to provide a platform through a partnership with the police so that if Mr. Nipe go sit before the computer and do his test, if he pass or fail, the computer will be able to give a backsplash to the police that Mr. Nipe made 70 or he made a 50. He has to repeat if he went below their margin. So
Yeah,
if
18
they
or
can
20
institute
questions.
those three things, then we can say that anybody obtaining driver's license from Liberia can easily come to the United States without any stress, sit a driving test, and he can make a pass from the first trial.
Okay.
Okay, so let me state for the record. I was just posting it in the chat room. Mr. Zaza is absolutely correct. I overspoke or I missed the number of Lofa County is 367. He's right. 367 people. In Lofa, male 183,100, female 184,276. Thank you, Mr. Zaza, and I
Thank
take
you,
that back.
Mr. Zaza. You
Yeah.
need to be here every day to do the fact checking.
Okay.
It's not about fact checking. I'm not fact checking it.
Are you taking a job at me?
No. I mean,
Okay.
you gotta guide some of these panelists and hosts or co-hosts. You gotta be here and do the fact checking. Nobody doing it.
No, but I'm not fact checking.
From now on, every night you will be here. But our problem now.
So are you saying no? Hold on. You cannot just make a statement and want to run.
I want to go to our respected guest.
Okay. Let me let you go ahead. Go ahead. Talk to the guest.
I have a question. Please. I have a question.
Okay. Question.
And the question is for Mr. Wu, please. If you allow me, Mr. Rai, I beg you, please.
For Mr. Who?
Mr.
For
Wu.
Mr. Wu's.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I went through the document, there's something that I didn't understand. They give the percentages as it happened. And one of the percentage that I was confused about is the 15.7% where they say self-accident. What does that mean?
Well, we didn't produce that document. So when they say 15.7% self-accident, they are referring to the total number of accidents that occur. 15.7% of those accidents were done by people that have self-accident. And what self-accident is, I ride my motorbike, I go, I hit a house. Nobody touch me, nobody bother me. Or I hit a car, that is parked. That is a self-accident. And the reason why those self-accident occurs many times that a lot of people don't know how to drive or don't know how to ride. They just get on a motorcycle and then they accelerate, boom, boom, you go and hit, an object or so, get yourself hurt or get yourself killed. And that's how you categorize those kind of accident as self-accident.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Can I come in now?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Noble.
Okay.
Mr. Job Taker, and I will come back with the undercut.
Oh, yes. I mean, a few months ago, especially so in last year, when I was discussing with one government official about the Roberts Field Highway, I said, considering the number of people that die, cyclists, motorcycle accident, why the Roberts Field Highway we cannot put a motorcycle lane there? One lane to Mobile, one lane to Roberts Field. And they building the Douala Road. They will not do that. So that's one of our problems. We don't have stop sign. I don't know if there's stop sign in Monrovia now. And it's like they don't want some of us from here to drive because the one-way roads, they don't have one-way signs there. They don't have all-way stop sign. And the drainages, the people that construct their roads, they don't take care of drainages. So these are some of the problems. With the vision test, I agree, but the physical test, and you sound like somebody from the ego, because in Pennsylvania they give the physical test.
Yeah.
They don't give the physical test in Tennessee. They don't give it in Georgia. They don't give it in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But they give a vision test. So the physical test is just to create more burden on our people.
Okay.
So let them do the vision test, and if you are bifocal, you go and buy what kind of lenses you need to buy and go and retake the physical or the vision test. But these are some of the problems we have in the, and as you said, there is no education. There is no education that this driving thing supposed to be embedded in our high school education.
You want me to come in, Mr. Anugo? I got a question.
I'm relaxing. I got to pause for some time. Now, that old man.
Okay.
Old man got to pause.
let me take the floor. Let me take the floor.
Stop laughing.
So, I mean, first of all, Mr. Woods, you wanna respond? Or you want to respond to what Mr. Noble said?
Yeah. So, the importance of the physical test, we overlook. It's simple. It's not anything major. It's very simple. The physical test can be done in twofold. One, to make sure, you see the man physically, he's functioning, he's walking, he can lift for his feet, everything. That's about the physical test. But what I would expect us to do to introduce, in addition to the physical test, is a simple test. A lot of time, because I experienced it here. Two things I experienced. I didn't know that I needed to wear glasses until I went to do my driver's lesson. In the process of driving, I never knew I had or I was developing diabetes or how you call it, borderline. But what started happening to me? When I park the car, I feel sleepy, or sometimes I'm driving, when my sugar high or low, I feel dizzy and sleepy. Now, in Liberia, a lot of people don't know whether they are borderline or they're diabetic. So if we can just add doing diabetes test, just sugar test, which is nothing major, it will help us because there are people that are driving, some people got epilepsy. There are some people that are driving, they borderline or they got sugar. They get dizzy, they feel that, the place is warm, so that's why they're feeling sleepy. They want the glass down, but they still pushing this trip. But when the man know that, look, you are borderline, and what will happen to you at a certain time when your sugar is high or low, you will start feeling sleepy or feeling dizzy. Park the car, take a rest, or find peanut butter or something to consume so your sugar can get stable before you can continue your trip. It will help us. We are not aware. There are a lot of things that are common that we are not aware of. I think if we can create this awareness for our people, it will help. Because a man who loves himself get to know he got sugar or he's borderline, and the sugar is impeding him from driving, he will be cautious now to say, so when I'm driving, let me keep peanut butter in the car with me. So when I'm feeling this way, I can have a spoon of peanut butter to help to regulate my sugar. If you don't tell the person, he will not know. And he could cause harm to himself or cause harm to other people and other road users. That's why we are suggesting this. But not to put burden on them. And besides that, we are already in negotiation, like I said, with the Medical and Dental Association. The moment we can have a further discussion, we'll be appealing to them to be very reasonable so that our people, the people are already crying right now when the police say, obtain a driver license. Some saying, I've been driving since Jamaican time. But what we asking the driving school association to do is to develop a refresher course. A refresher course could be 1 hour, 2 hours. You come, you brush the people off, equip them with modern changes in the vehicle and traffic environment of Liberia. To say that going forward, you got to know all your road signs. You got to be able to, excuse me, and interpret it. Before, they didn't know. I drove in Liberia I came to America at the age of 45. I started driving at the age of 21. I never knew the interpretation of a road sign. I never knew the interpretation of a street stripping sign. I never knew the interpretation of any road sign. But the driver lesson we had those days, Mr. Nippy can attest, it was like a booklet. In that booklet, at the back page, all the road signs were listed there. But guess what? How did I obtain my driver's lesson? At the age of 21, I was caught driving without a driver's lesson. The very police that pulled me over asked me, "You got a lesson?" I said, "No." He said, "All right, just give me $25. Tuesday, come to the police headquarters. I'll give you a driver's lesson." That's how I obtained a driver's lesson.
Where?
In Liberia.
It's still ongoing.
You talking about Liberia?
So you see, so if we can institute the measures that we are recommending to government, trust me, the statistic of road accident in Liberia will reduce. Let's look at America. How many police we see on the road? How many accidents do we see compared to Little Monrovia? We don't see much compared to the number of cars we have here. But everybody on the road was qualified to be on the road. So accident reduced. The risk of accident reduced. Everybody contagious. When you get there, you see the man coming, you know the light coming to change. Know that you're forcing yourself in the traffic because you know the traffic going to hold you. So those who supposed to cross, get a chance to cross. But our people are not aware of these things. So if the government can, the police, we can have that cordial relationship. We are willing to help them to reduce some of the stress. And we made our business to go to the government, to the legislature and say, look, the police are not paid. And I'm saying this on the platform. All of you will agree with me. But as long as we cannot pay, yes, sir.
Mr. Woods, let me hold you right there. You say you went to the legislature.
Yeah.
Which one of the committee is charged with traffic safety?
The guy, the transportation committee. And the transportation committee I heard was chaired by Mr. Honorable Fode Famule.
For the Famule from Blount County. Okay.
Yeah, from Blount County District 7. But I tried to reach out to him, to do some background work, but it was not positive. But here I had conversations before on other issues, but I want to still get up to him to have some traffic-related issues discussed. And I hope I will have that opportunity for all to have this discussion. But there are a lot of things in Liberia that are simple, but they are major that we can resolve. We need to pay the police well. If we don't pay the police well, we will never have a stable Liberia. Trust me. If the police are not paid, we cannot have a stable Liberia because we don't expect the police to survive on $150 that is not coming on time.
Absolutely.
So that's our call. We can have all the training, we can do everything. The police, as long as they are on the road, they are not paid no less than $400 United States dollar equivalent.
500.
That's what we are asking for, 500. But even you pay them $400, somebody will receiving $400 say, "Why doing disgracing myself in front of a keke or a motorcycle operator?" So that is the campaign that we want to, carry on forward to make sure. And we're not just going to be asking to pay them $500. We can recommend ways in which the police can generate money to be able to complement what government is giving. We are willing to do that.
On the number of tickets you issue.
Yes, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about the ticketing system in the country. They don't make sense. Why would you say you're giving somebody $100 ticket for a park to the wrong place? $100 United States dollars. I have paid that before. My son parked his car, and then before you go talk to somebody you are talking to, they tow truck pick the car up. I had to pay $100 to have that car released. So people do things in the country just to make money. So
Exactly.
if you say traffic violation fines are reasonable, trust me, the people will pay it. But they'll realize after paying the first time, the second time, the third time, they say, they not take 500 from me 3 times. I 1,005. I gotta be careful. It happened to myself in America here. On my street, I just reluctantly just parked my car on Friday. They put street sweeping ticket $15. When I pay it 3 times, $45. The time I didn't pay it went to $100. I learned to not put my car in the parking lot. So if we do the same strategy in Liberia, then they'll say police will charge you for not wearing helmet $100. I would just go negotiate with the police officer, give him $5 or $10, and he let me go. And that's why the police is not making money from ticketing. So that's another ballgame that we want to take our own time, catalog all their fines and their fees, and talk to them to see whether they can reduce fines from United States dollar to Liberian dollar and let it be reasonable. They will make a lot of money, like some states in America here. New Jersey made millions of dollars from stop sign violation. Stop sign violation, the state of New Jersey made millions of dollars. People overlook it, but they were paying it. At the end of the year, they check and saw how much money they made from just stop sign violation. If we can do that in Liberia, keep statistics on the violation and the minimum fees the people are paying, the police will have a lot of money to complement whatever government has, so they can be able to pay the police a good amount of, a nice salary, so that they don't be fighting with keke driver and police, and taxi driver on a daily basis for $5, $10.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Woods. That was beautiful, guys. Today, Mr. Wulugad is going to be in the studio. He going 10 minutes over. He should have been out of there by 12.
Oh,
so it's 12 a.m. now in Liberia. I'm going to go around the table. Let's get our closing, and please let's make it chop. Because Mr. Wulugad to hit the road. It's very late day. He's ready right now, and I want to start with you. Mr. Cassell, let's get your closing, please. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Mr. Woods. He's doing a very good job. But like I told him earlier, behind every obstacle, those of us who are into business, behind every obstacle we say stands a business opportunity. So I would like to, in the future, see Mr. Woods build a business infrastructure behind the NGO thing that he's doing, where he can sell stuff like stop signs, fluorescent lights, and it's all tied to traffic, night vision glasses, all, decals and helmets and that sort of stuff. And I think I may not be off if I say in the future I see Mr. Woods also moving into the regular vehicle space, moving from not only moving from motorcycles towards the regular vehicles. I can see that coming. I think it's just a matter of time, right, Mr. Woods?
Yeah, to add to your concern, your suggestion and your advice.
Mr. Woods.
Go ahead.
Mr. Woods, we'll come to you and respond to him in your closing.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Just take it down.
So like I said, I would like to see him build that infrastructure, a big business infrastructure focused on safety, vehicular safety, motorcycle safety, and I think I can see that coming in the future. Once again, really appreciate you, Mr. Woods, and wish you success. I land.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cassell. Let's go to Mr. Zaza. I know Mr. Zaza, you came late, but whatever you heard, if you can just provide
I just want to be appreciative for this time to share the platform with great people like you. I'm sorry for being late. I hope to be on time. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, I think I should be available tomorrow. I hope to be with you tomorrow. I want to thank Mr. Woods for coming. I just wanted to know somebody asked what is responsible for the accident in the country. I think for me, in my opinion, from just reading the document, I think there are two things responsible. One, people are not being trained. Secondly, when people get into accident, they allow them to go home to settle their cases, because according to the report, 58% of the people that are in accident, they send them home to go resolve it at home. So like that, people are not afraid because they are not being punished for their errors. You know, so God forbid, Mr. White car hit my daughter and break her leg, or maybe God forbid she die. Then say that could settle it. You know, like that, Mr. Right will not be afraid. You can drive any kind of way again. So I think those kind of things should be controlled. So Mr. Wu, you look at that and make that recommendation and put into accident. Let them go through the law and know whether they are right or wrong, so that they don't do it again. Forget about settling issue at home. I think that will also be deter people. Alone the teaching, the training, that part also should also be considered. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Zaza. Let's go to Mr. Nippet, please.
Yes, Mr. Woods, you're doing a fantastic job, and you're being commended by Mr. Cassell already with the vision that he sees some prominence in the elevation of your efforts. Having said that, I want to say thank you so much for being one Liberian who has seen the need to visit this sector with the police and government as regards the depletion of our people by motor accidents. I had the pleasure of going to JFK on one of my visits, and I went, and I was so troubled by the motorcyclists. Probably I was riding my motorcycle, my foot got broken. Some of them, they have amputation and all of those things. So I will encourage you that the police will visit the hospitals, because there are times we do not have a comprehensive police system where accident occurred. You have an ambulance, you have a fire truck, and you have the police. That is not in our system. So, as Mr. Casser said, we look in the not too far distance. The government will try to incorporate in its thinking a budget that allows the police to function as they should function to their maximum. But here is what I want for you to also think about, because we leave from here and we either rent a vehicle. We don't want to be seen driving in the public without going to the police. So if anything can be done where we will go to the police, or when we are renting a vehicle, we show our U.S. driver's license, and then we can be authorized to drive. Because the U.S. license can be accepted in Germany, can be accepted other areas. It's something like it is internationalized. So I just want to encourage you to let your people consider, when we leave from here, for the few days we'll be in Liberia, so that we can go and go to the place, rent our cars. If we have cars in the city, that we can use our own vehicles. So I want to say hats off to you. Thank you so much. And I want to rest on that. You are doing a fantastic job. Carry on.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. George Newell?
Yes, thanks to the guest and to the panelists and also to the listeners. First, I want to start with the police behavior. They are not disciplined. They don't know what they call ethics. A taxi driver hit my vehicle in Liberia, and police came to apologize to me, saying, that's how he made his living, or he doesn't have insurance. A mechanic took engine. My engine from my vehicle, the door was damaged. And we went to the police station, we took the mechanic there. The police bagged me. And after that, they went to the mechanic for their cut.
Mm.
And those are the people whose salary you want to be raised. I don't use the same principle. Let's pay the ministers plenty of money. Let's pay the lawmaker plenty of money so they will not engage in corruption. You see what we have in Liberia now? The police in the country, they are not issuing any traffic ticket. They're collecting their $100, $200, $300, $500. And if a police officer can come to me and say, in 2025, these are the number of tickets I issue. And there's the revenue to the government. Then we can talk about raising their pay. So I beg to differ with you, Mr. Woods, and I'm staying on the fiscal exam. That is putting, it's like a police ticket. It's putting money in the nurse's pocket. Why when I go take my driver test, I can't take my eye exam? Why we have to bring nurses in? That will lead to corruption. I told you I was in 3 states. Nobody requested for a physical exam until I came to Pennsylvania. So maybe I need to take my ego hat off. That will lead to corruption in Liberia. And I rest my case. And for honoring our request.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Now let's go to Mr. Fred, the veteran Smith.
Yes. Yes. The information was great in terms of what our guests were here for. Any other question pertaining to police, the draft of the document by the police, we can invite a police in authority to narrate the paperwork. I think our guest was here for on a different mission, not to do the police work. He had partnership with the police, and so he helping to bring awareness to the community, and that's why he was here. Now, if the panel want someone for the police force, I can bring someone here to defend the document. And so he not the one to defend it. He did collaborate with them to bring awareness, and so he came here for that purpose. Now, other people came late. So we encourage people to come on time, because what they would do, they will put everybody behind schedule when you don't come on time, because then you have to understand what's going on. So because of this, we'll bring somebody from the police force to defend that document. I don't think anything wrong with that document. It's just that he was not the person to defend the document, and we put a question to him. He was only here to bring awareness. He helping the government or he helping the community, and that's why he was here for. So we went beyond his scope, what he was here for. So if we want somebody from the police force, we'll bring them here. Even Mr. Nippy, the former police officer, we can bring him and put him on hot fire. Also, on his time, he was in the police force dealing with some of these issues. But the gentleman, our guest, Philly Woods, did a great job to bring the awareness. And one of the areas that he didn't talk about, I wanted to ask, but he can put it in a closing comment, was the awareness of drugs, how the drugs impact youth, because these are the type of awareness he part of.
But you can't mention for the man now.
No, he would no, because that area of awareness that he was sort of talking about, but went deep into the police. We went deep into the police force issue. Mr. Nippy, in the future, you want to talk about police, I will bring you on Hot Fire and we'll talk about it. But our guest here today, he was here on different purpose to bring awareness, helping the government to bring awareness. My second issue I want to talk about, and that's where everybody can put on the hat. So this is Top FM birthday. So all the benefit that we enjoy talking on this radio today is Top FM birthday. So I decided I made something $11, saying it's been 11 years in existence. You can pay $11 to help the station or pay more than 11. It's up to you. But this is Top FM birthday, and also the CEO birthday also today. So I just wanted to bring that. So this is how we conclude.
Thank you, Mr. Fred the Veteran Smith. Since you made some comments in your closing, will keep us here for the next 30 minutes because I think I should give the other people the opportunity to respond when the guests leave us. Let me say this, Mr. Woods. I want to say thank you for your patience and your absolute magnificent deliberation. You are doing a service to your country. You said earlier that at this point you're operating out of your pockets. That is a patriotic move. And I want to thank you on behalf of the station. We want to encourage you. Make this platform your home. If you have any information you want to share, please come. We'll make time for you. We'll bring you on the platform. If you want us to take you on the morning show, we can take you on the morning show as well. But I always say I love for people to be on the camera so they can see them. So we'll bring them in the evening and to talk. It's more powerful when you see. Visual is powerful. But keep doing what you're doing. America did not get to wait us today simply by the officials here in offices relying on themselves. We do have a very powerful private sector community here in the U.S. that keep on pushing the government every day. They look at what government does and they say, no, we disagree. The government try to be hard. They take the government to court. And when they win, the government reshape and follow what they are suggesting. What you are doing is in that same vein. Is you go back tomorrow and say, hey, man, I will look at your report with the help of the panelists on a Beg to Differ Top FM. And this is what we find out. Can we sit down together and redo this report or kind of, improve the report? They will do it. And if they don't do it, we'll take them to task. That's how the country improves, when everybody is doing their part. And you and your organization, I know you got a very long name. I can't call it right now. Like NASAPA, whatever. Help me with that. But yes, you're doing a good job, and I want to thank you. And I'll end on that note, and then we'll come to you to give us your last comment, and then we would then take leave of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate your time. Giving me over 3 hours to discuss
right?
the future of Liberia when it comes to road safety. This is my first opportunity. I haven't had any media institution to give me this length of time to discuss this subject matter. I must give it to you guys that you guys have interest in Liberia. That's why you sacrifice such time to, let us have a conversation. And I really enjoy every question or concern from your panelists. They are all up to the task, and I think I learned a lot from each of them. And the concern here for me, I don't shy away from confronting government. I don't shy away from confronting government. You either listen to me or don't listen to me, but I will make sure I make my concern known. And I'm one person who like to be very formal. Everything I do, I like to be written, so I always go to the press. If I want to get to the government on an issue and I know no government official want to listen to me, I will do my press release and send it out there so that the public can hear what we have to say. So they might get concerned, they might listen. But I want to say thanks to everybody. And let me see if I can recall each person advice or each person concern. Mr. Cassell talked about business opportunity in what we do. Yeah, it is true. There are a lot of business opportunities in this sector. And when I came to the States, first, I was raised at the age of 13 to be a transportation manager. So transportation is one of the areas that I know. My parents had a fleet of taxi, and I was the cashier for those fleets. So I grew up owning taxis before I came to the United States. So when I came, I did commercial transportation training. I drove taxi in the state of Philadelphia. I made sure I drove for almost all the leading taxi company here to get the experience of how these people do fleet management. So we want to go to Liberia and introduce what we have learned. I also did motorcycle safety training here, and we want to go and also take that to Liberia. We got a good partner that is willing to help us train us in Liberia. We have those opportunities. Like I said, everything I say to you, I have it written. I have official communication. So I don't like people questioning me. So I like to always present documentation to what I talk about. So it left with the government to, welcome the opportunity we got to train us in Liberia. Liberia is one of the first countries that brought motorcade in Africa. Liberia is the first country that brought motorcade. So Liberia should not be having motorcycle death as they're having today. We should produce the best motorcyclists in Liberia. We have a plan to make Liberia the motorcycle hub of Africa. That's our plan, to plan a motorcycle hub, to train people. We're going to have a website. People can be in Nigeria, they can come to Liberia after doing their online courses and come and do that practical. People will leave from the United States to go to Liberia to train them to do that practical course. My partner here, we have already agreed. They have written me official documentation that they're willing to work with me to set up that in Liberia. So it's left for the government of Liberia to work with us in that regard. And I never depend on government. I always depend on private individuals. So that's a business opportunity we'll be discussing another time. So we're taking advantage of the opportunities in the transportation sector, Mr. Kessler. Then somebody spoke about the the physical testing we needed in Liberia. And the reason why the doctors are getting involved, they are not going to be involved. The nurses are not going to be involved that you have to go to a nurse. What is done is that when we sit with the Medical and Dental Association, we'll reach out to clinics in communities to satisfy them, to say, yes, if a man wants to obtain his medical examination, we'll have a list of medical facilities in the country, in the community that are eligible to do the evaluation, because people don't hold people accountable in Liberia. But if we come to an understanding, we will make these people to understand that if you give out a fake information, they may got bad eyesight, and you say the man eyesight is good, and he's involved in an accident, and we call someone like what the guy named Rockefeller Cooper, who does the forensic investigation, because we're going to create the awareness in Liberia that people are not just going to allow that people get killed on the road and they go. No, we're going to create the awareness that we'll encourage you to take government to court, because the government is responsible to hold people accountable for road accidents. We're going to hold insurance companies accountable for giving people insurance, and when people are violated, the insurance company cannot address their claims. They just collecting money from people, but they are not paying, what they should be paying for people for wrongdoing. So that's why people don't like to obtain insurance, because they are not responding to the public cry. So there are a lot of things that we want to do as an institution. So we want to have partnership with institutions like your institution that can help to add your voice to our voices, so that the country in a short period of time can understand that road safety or public safety, every one of us business. And Mr. The veteran talked about our involvement in drugs awareness. Yes, we participated because the young people are so many. We at NASAPA, we organize the organization into different segments. People who are good at doing certain things go into this group. So we have a group called Operation Save a Life. They are involved into these kind of operations. So when there's something that has to do with drugs, we conscientize them, we prepare them, we uniform them, we prepare all the material that they need to go out there to go and make the case. So yes, we are involved with drugs awareness. Like I said earlier, we were involved with election awareness as well. So hope I didn't leave anybody question out. But I want to thank you guys for the opportunity for the evening. I enjoy it. I think we all learn from each other, but I think I learned from you a whole lot. And actually, I will take the concern from I will take my time with print out the driver's police report. I will print it out and run pen through some of the concerns we raised and see how we can get to the police and see if it is possible we all can ask one of them to come to the platform to discuss the report. We are not condemning them. We're just trying to encourage them to do, a little bit more to make it more reasonable for the public and the world as a whole to understand what's unfolding in Liberia.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Woods. Once again, it was an honor having you. At this time, we're going to say that's all the time we have to be with you, and we want to wish you a good night and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, and the same to you all. Thank you so much. I will monitor you guys with your post analysis.
No, we're going off air because we got to talk you back.
Okay, I'll go on. All right, have a good night. Thanks, everybody, Mr. Kassem, Mr. Nipe, Mr. Nebo. I'll follow you all the time when I listen to the program. You bring a lot to the discussion. Thank you so much for being tough. And thank you, Fred, for the opportunity of having me on.
Yes. Well, Mr. Nipe is gradually kicking up the stage. We'll see what happens.
No. That's a veteran.
No, that's all right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you too.
He's trying to create a problem between me and Mr. Nipe.
I'm trying to. I already have.
You have already done that. But Mr. Any other day, after the show, Mr. Nipe and myself, we talk on the phone and we hug on the phone. You are a failure.
All right. So let me do this. I'm going to end the stream live. I'm going to end the live stream, and I'm going to ask Alex to get off the radio so that we can talk. Alex, can you get off the radio? Let me end the live stream.